All right, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Jim Weller here. And yes, another week has rolled around. It's been 7 days since we were together. And we are sitting inside the Milford Diner, and this is this week's. This is not next week's or last week's. This is a current live radio, TV, Facebook, YouTube show. It's called Weller Does Delmarva, and we are honored. We have Chris here today. So he has showed up, made the long journey all the way from Laurel, Delaware. Frank has come all the way from Harrington. Bridgeville.
Yep, the other Harrington.
You're in Bridgeville? I thought you were in Harrington. I'm sorry about that.
Harrington South.
All right. Now I know why he's so intent on everything in Bridgeville. All right, you ready, Linda? Are you going to take the picture?
All right.
All right. Colin, how are you?
We were talking to somebody last week that spoke very highly of Frank.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
This guy said he talks to him frequently.
Yep.
And continues to talk to him.
And he said he likes him and everything.
Likes him.
Yeah.
Your buddy Steve.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, spoke very highly of you.
And then I thought, I bet he does know him.
And Jim was like,
and I bet he's all for what he's doing. You know what I mean? In other words, yep. So I said, Frank Knotts?
Yeah.
He said, yep. So anyway,
well, that was good. So
I guess you guys have known each other quite a while.
Well, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Colin.
Good morning to our Fine Day Radio 102.3 listeners. Good morning to our TV Delmarva viewers.
Yep.
And we've got a new product we're trying to peddle here.
And we've had some really nice comments on Facebook from some of our listeners.
Oh, we have. Yes.
And we want to say thank you. Was it Bill? I can't remember.
Bill. Yeah, Bill.
Bill. Yep. So,
Bill, thank you for listening and watching
and continue listening and watching.
If you want one of these FDR, and it's not Franklin Delano Romanowski for you Seinfeld fans.
Okay. I don't remember that episode.
You don't remember that one?
That up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They
Check
made
that
one
out.
about our sticker already.
They did, yes.
We're giving these away.
But FDR, Fine Day Radio, 102.3 WNJD. These are stickers you can put on your bumper if you have a bumper anymore.
Most people put them in the back window.
They'll put them on the window, yeah. It's more eye level, I think.
More eye level.
Yeah.
They're free. We'll mail them to you, okay? U.S. Postal Service, if you
U.S.
want one.
Postal Service. All right. You're not going to next day air them?
Not next day airing them.
Okay.
I might even use snail mail, the slowest mail I can find, the cheapest. The cheapest and the slowest. And the envelope might be reused from somebody else that I could just
I wonder if we
out
could
the
just put a
address.
stamp on this and write their address on the back.
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
That would be.
That would be cool.
We should
That
try
would be
it.
cool. You know, a long time ago, I thought about having envelopes made with a picture of my business on it.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, as they're all going through the mail, everybody's seeing it.
Right.
And it was just an idea I had, you know.
Yep.
You're thinking, I can just envision that, you know. So anyway.
So we've got these nice stickers. So if you want
we're
to
giving them away.
Have them. So what do they got to do? What do they have to do to get one of these stickers?
You got to let me know. You got to let me know.
How do they let you know?
I don't know. Just, I guess, text me. It's Jim Weller and 302-542-9157. Text me. Don't call me. Just text me. 302-542-9157. And I need your address.
Right. You're looking for their name and their address.
Their name and their address.
Yeah.
Because we can't email them. And all we can do is mail them, unless you want to pick them up at Wall Service Center in Milford, Delaware.
Yep, we have some there.
Or Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville, Delaware.
Right.
Okay?
Yes.
So whatever you want to do, in other words,
and are you accepting Cash App or Venmo? $100 for these
yes,
if
we
you
would.
want. Okay.
I have no idea how to do that, but for $100, I'd figure
You'd figure
it out. Yeah.
Okay.
That's amazing.
These are free. They're free.
Yeah.
If we're out and
They're
about and you see us, say, hey, I'd like one of those.
I got them right in my
Fine Day
truck all the
Radio
time.
Stickers. Yes, you do.
Hold one up.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, stereo. It is radio, you know.
It is, yes.
All right. I see it, yeah. I don't know why it's not working. All right.
Huh.
Like the timer thing worked, but the other thing didn't.
5 and 3.
Isn't that amazing?
That is, yeah.
In.
Yeah, so I must get 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
8
There you
minutes
go.
Here. All right.
I have
we're
no
adding.
idea.
All right.
All right.
So anyway, we do have these stickers to give away. Call Jim. Leave him, not call
302.
Text him.
542-9157. 302-542-9157. Or if it's easier, call that number. I won't answer it. You can leave me a voicemail. How about that?
I'd like to to get 10 texts or calls this morning to that number.
10 phone calls
asking-
right now. One after another.
asking
Rapid
for that.
fire. 302-542-9157.
All right.
If you want them, let us know.
I'll see you in a bit, Jim.
You'll see me in a bit?
I will.
All right. See you, Colin. Colin Walls Service Center, downtown Milford. All right. Jim Weller here. Let me do a sponsor segment real quick for George Luff and Associates. That is my accountant. Where are they? They're in Milford, they're in Dover, and they're in Rehoboth. So if you need an accountant to help you with your taxes or whatever, they really do a good job for my business. I've been very happy with them. I've dealt with them for years. I use them, like they do all of our accounting-related things and our tax returns and stuff like that. But I use them all the time with questions of tax deductibility and what is the best way to code this idea versus that idea and things like that. So it's one thing to have a business. It's real important to have all your bookkeeping in order because you just never know when you're going to get one of them 8-day audits, okay? All right, so anyway, I just want to say if you need an accountant, I'm very happy with them. Another service that Luff & Associates provides for me is they help with our payroll. They don't pay our payroll for us, but they help get everything together and do all those different reports that go along with it and get the most current charts and graphs and so on and so forth. So if you own a business, you've been doing your own payroll. That's where Weller's was. We were doing our own payroll. We just got to the point where it's just so much easier to let them do it all, to calculate it all, to do the filings, the reports, and all that. And we let them. So it's called Easy Payroll. Now, if you have a big company with hundreds of employees, they can help you also. So if you have any questions, whether it's accounting or whether it's payroll, and you can let them do your payroll, and you don't have to deal with them for your accounting, whatever you want to do. But anyway, it is Luff & Associates. Phone number 302-422-9699. 302-422-9699. Dial it in that order is best. Luff, L-U-F-F, luffcpas.com on the web. Branden is here. Branden, how you doing there, young man?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing this foggy morning?
It is foggy. We're going to take a picture first.
All right.
Right there. All right. How far did you come today?
So just traveling from Ellendale, I mean, it's thick as peanut butter out there.
Was the electronic billboard visible in the fog?
I could see that.
Okay, that's the most important thing.
Even with the thickest fog, you can still see that from miles away. So that's all that
it's
matters.
above the fog.
Exactly.
I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so good morning, and
Good
we're
morning.
here to talk about Irreverent Warriors. Is that right?
Yes.
All right.
Actually, a year ago, almost
Right.
a couple days around this time, this is the first time we brought IW
Okay.
to Delaware.
Really?
So you were the very first interview we talked about Irreverent Warriors, and guess
Wow.
what? We're on year 2,
Wow.
and I get
good.
to start
Talk
my year
again.
off with you. So
Wow. Well, good.
Yep.
Well, that's great. I'm glad to support it. I think it's a good thing.
yes.
So tell everybody what is Irreverent Warriors and how does somebody get involved? What do you got going on?
So last year, all we were able to really get into, because we just started off, was just doing our hike. That's our
Okay.
main thing that we do. Is called
Once a year.
Once a year is a Silkies hike.
Okay.
And the Silkies hike is basically we go out in what we had as PT shorts.
Okay.
Very short shorts.
Okay.
With combat boots, and sometimes we wear different types of weight on us.
Yeah, like a backpack or something like that.
For
Yeah.
nostalgia purposes.
Okay,
And a
okay.
whole bunch of service members and veterans. And we get there and we get talking because we need to bring each other together using the humor and camaraderie
Right.
that we use
Right. Right.
to improve our
like a
mental health.
language you all understand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, good.
And with
where does everybody come from?
so we've had people last year that came from Michigan, they came from Texas,
Oh,
they
my
came from
goodness.
Utah, they came from Florida. So we had a lot of different people. We had 86 hikers last year.
And where did you go to?
We were in Rehoboth Beach.
They came here.
They came
to
here.
support this and be
Yes.
part of it.
We had people come from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Shout out to my Knoxville people out there. Thank you.
Go Knoxville.
Yes.
Don't knock it.
Nope.
All right.
But with bringing us all together, we were all getting that mental help
Yep.
that, when we're done our service time,
Right.
we don't get that anymore. We don't
Interface with each other.
Exactly.
Right. You just go your separate ways.
Exactly.
This
But
brings them all together.
But the whole purpose is that right now, the national average is still 22 veterans a day commit suicide. 22 veterans a day commit suicide.
Wow. That's sad. That's a sobering thought when you think about it.
It is. And the reason why I brought it to Delaware is because the suicide rate has not gone down in much at all.
Wow. So what can we do?
Well, right now we're doing our hike June 29th. June 29th out there,
guys. Is
guys.
Everybody welcome?
Yeah, so the only people in the hike are service members, veterans, or if you were part of any form of military.
Okay. But they could cheer them on.
So you can come volunteer.
Okay.
So we have what we call the civilian side, and then you have the military side.
Okay.
The civilian side, they help us out at each and every stop.
Bottles of water, some fruits.
Exactly, because we're broken. We can't walk 7 straight miles. We got to stop every now and then.
Wow.
And we're still looking for sponsors to help fundraise.
Okay.
That's definitely one big
So a
thing.
business or a person or whoever. It doesn't have to be a business. Anybody.
Exactly. You can donate or you can go ahead and sponsor.
Okay.
Either way, we would love that.
Okay. And you can do it now, even though the walk's not till June.
Until June, because that money is going to be
used and utilized.
Yep. 98% of our funds go back into our events and our hike.
Excellent.
And
How would somebody reach out if they had a question or wanted to get involved or wanted to make a donation?
So if you want to reach out to me, it's at 302-396-0498. That is my personal cell phone number.
302-396
Yep.
0498.
0498. Yep.
Okay.
Or if you need to email me, and then if you email me, then I can send you all of the sponsorship documents plus your tax information, because we're a 501c3. So you can write it off on your taxes at the end of the year.
So maybe you don't want to donate. Maybe you work somewhere that might be a good sponsor of this event or something like that.
Exactly.
Any donation, small, big, or whatever, is appreciated and welcome.
Exactly. Now, besides the hike, we actually got in touch with the Milford Legion, which I'm actually a part of, and we're doing a Valentine's Day dance on February 24th.
Like coming up in a few weeks.
Yeah, coming up.
A Valentine's Day dance. Some food, too?
Say what?
Food?
Oh, yeah. We're going to have some food there and stuff like that.
Wow, that's kind of neat.
And we have Brian K. Hall, who's going to be our DJ.
I know Brian. Yep. Good. He'll do you a real good job.
Oh, I know he will. He did an amazing job for us on many other things.
Okay.
And I'm very happy to have him.
Yeah. Well, how do people learn about that? Just give you a call?
We have it up on what's on Facebook. It's IW Delaware.
IW Delaware.
That's what you look up right in the search engine.
Irreverent Warriors Delaware.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else we need to know?
We really, really, really want to push out there this year. Come out to the events.
Okay.
We want to help you. We want to listen to you. We know you're hurting. Everybody is fighting this invisible demon that no one knows about. You can see the happiest person in the world, but you're fighting a demon every single day, and you're not talking to anybody. It's not helping. Come out, talk to us. We'll laugh, we'll sing, we'll dance. The hikes, there's no civilians in there, so you can be open. You talk about you being in a FOB one time, which is called a forward operating base.
Okay.
We'll know what you're talking about.
Right.
We'll sit there and talk about camel spiders.
Okay.
In the desert, there's a thing called camel spiders.
They're a real spider?
Yeah, the body of it's about this big.
Really?
Yeah, they're not.
You could see them coming?
Yes.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
What a spider that attacks camels?
So what they do is they can kill the camels and they live inside of camels until they breed and everything like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And their venom actually numbs your skin until they eat everything off.
Really?
Yeah, they're no joke in the Middle East.
Okay. Well, I could sense that.
Huh?
Okay.
So the email to reach out to me is Delaware@irreverentwarriors.com.
Delaware@irreverentwarriors.com.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to let you go. Is that okay?
That's fine, but I want to trade you
Just
a couple
don't
of mine.
mention that on the radio here. Don't mention that. Okay, for real. We're not allowed to.
Okay.
All right. And this is a couple stickers from me. Very good.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
I'm going to
Take all you want.
Yep.
We got tons of them.
Awesome.
All right, my friend. I thank you.
I appreciate you having me along.
Yep. Thanks for coming up.
And thank you for all you do. Actually, the whole Mid-Atlantic region is going to come after you so we can get a trailer. So
Okay.
We're going to be looking for an enclosed trailer from you.
Okay, we're ready when you're ready.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll see you.
Guys.
Thank you. All right, there you go. Look them up, Irreverent Warriors, all right? And on Facebook, Linda's doing posts on my Facebook page. Colin, just so you know, we did have somebody want some of the, magnets. These are magnets. Okay, now, going to do another sponsor segment or two while Denny gets over here, and we're going to talk about something really interesting today also. So, in the meantime, Dry Zone. Let me tell you about Dry Zone. Dry Zone made my wife's birthday a great day. Dry Zone has another division called Hello Garage. Hello Garage is where they come and they can put a new coating on your garage floor. They've got some cabinetry or shelves and some different things they do. They can make your garage look pretty good because a lot of people leave their garage door open and you want your neighbors to see it and it look good. But in the meantime, I want to tell you, they have this vacuum cleaner system. I don't even know how to describe it, but it goes on the wall and it has a hose that's 40 feet long. And anyway, where we were able to position it in Denise's garage, it gets into one room that's her woodworking shop, so there's always sawdust and stuff like that. Then it also gets into the other side is where she parks her car. Then it also will go out the door if she wants to because she may plane some wood or something like that. She's always got sawdust. So anyway, and this is a really cool vacuum. And then when you're done using the 40-foot long hose, you hold your hand over the end of it, and it just sucks it right up into this tube that's all, up in the ceiling of the room. It was they came, they put it up, they were on time. It was just great. So Dry Zone does crawl space encapsulation. They do, leaky basement issues. They help with structural problems. But Hello Garage has got it going on. Okay. Anyway, and it was BJ, and it was Alan, and I believe it was Zach, okay? I think his name is Isaiah. But anyway, they did a good job. You have any questions about Dry Zone or Hello Garage, here's the number. Ask them about this vacuum cleaner system. I was very, 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 very happy with it. 302-684-5034, 302-684-5034. Look up dryzone.com, look up Hello Garage, either one, and they'll help you out. Good people. And if you're looking for a career change, they're always looking for more help. Now we're going to talk to Denny, and I believe it is Stephen, and I've lost my notes. Oh, I found them already. All right, Stephen, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Did you plan on getting up this early today anyway?
Not really, not quite this early, but I'm good.
All right, well, good. Stay as close to that as you can. Oh, I'm sorry. We're taking a picture, aren't we? I forgot all about it over here. My gosh. All right, so Stephen, we're going to talk about this winter field day. Is that right?
Yes.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
How far did you come here?
About 6 minutes.
Oh, my gosh. All the way on the other side of town.
That's right.
All right. Well, anyway, I talked to Denny yesterday, and he's a good friend of the show. And I said, let's get you on for a minute or two, all right?
Great.
So today is a big day.
It is a big day.
National Amateur Radio Club is having a winter field day today.
Nanticoke.
You're right. I was testing you guys. You're right. I said national. Nanticoke Amateur Radio Club. So
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, the Winter Field Day is basically an emergency communications event.
Okay.
Where amateur radio operators around the country all participate to practice their emergency communication skill for preparedness.
Okay.
And Nanticoke is sponsoring today, as many other radio clubs around the country. And we're having all of our operators come in and they kind of exercise their communication skills by moving outside the box, what they normally are used to, by taking their equipment outside.
They're
and
mobilizing.
They're mobilizing, exactly.
Wow.
So they're able to work with their equipment in a kind of an unusual circumstances, whether it be in the field, picnic tables, parks, RVs, outside buildings, and things
Right.
like that.
We relate to that mobilizing every Saturday morning right here.
Okay.
There's always something,
Yeah, I
you
bet,
know,
I
that you
bet.
didn't plan on.
I bet.
So, is this open to the public? Like
It is.
anybody listening?
Absolutely. Anybody listening, you do not have to be an amateur radio operator. The doors open up at about 1 o'clock, so anybody can stop in. We'll put anybody on the air.
Really?
Yeah, you can pick up the microphone and talk to someone in North Dakota or talk
No
to someone
kidding.
in Canada or Florida or wherever.
And it's kind of instant, right?
Absolutely.
I
You
mean,
pick
because
up the
people are
microphone-
listening all the time.
Absolutely.
All right, now.
Busy bands.
So is there stuff for sale here? Is there also like a?
Not really.
No,
not
it's
really.
just to expose people.
Right. It's just
and
a public
connect
event.
people.
Connect people, expose people, get our radio operators out there, get them outside their comfort zone, get them out there working with bands, getting people, making contacts. It's sort of like a contest, but it's more than an emergency communications event.
A readiness.
A readiness event, yes, because
Yes.
we all provide, amateur radios around the country provide emergency communications for counties, states, Delaware Emergency Management, the counties in Delaware. So we're able to hone our skills so we are ready for an operation.
They get to know people that you've only talked to through a microphone.
That's correct. It's
Wow.
a great social event.
Yeah,
We're
I
gonna
would
have
say.
snacks.
Is there a charge to get in?
No, absolutely
No,
not.
okay.
No, public welcome.
Well,
Everybody come
so
in.
everybody's this is a
Yes.
today only offer.
Well, there's today, but there's also another field day event in the summer that we will be using.
Okay.
And that's a little bit larger than this one. That one in
Okay.
summer field day, there's going to be between 35 and 40,000 amateur radio operators on the air.
Really?
Huge event. This one's probably about half as big.
Okay.
So the summer one in June, we'll be doing the exact same thing in June.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, this is kind of neat. So this is today down in Seaford, the Seaford Parks and Recreation Center. Is that right next to the police station?
That's right.
Okay, so look for the tower.
Two big towers are right
Two
in
big
between
towers.
the two
Yep.
towers.
Yep. Okay. And that's today, starting at about
1 o'clock.
as far as
Yep.
showing up. All right. All right. Bring your kids, your grandkids. I mean, this is something that a lot of people don't even realize exists.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Amateur radio's been around since decades, and it's been a fantastic opportunity to get family, kids involved. And think about it, in an emergency communication situation, the cell phones go down, our radios will always work.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Wow. Denny, what would you like to say?
Just come and show up.
Come and
It's
show
lots
up.
of
How
fun.
long have you been a radio amateur operator, amateur radio
Since the
operator?
mid-'70s.
Oh, really? A long time.
Yeah.
Wow. What got you into it?
I don't know. I always had something going for electronics, It was just
Okay.
something I enjoy. I enjoyed tinkering.
Okay.
And then, one thing led to another. Actually, I started with Citizens Band, which is, but
CB.
I got out of that
Breaker,
pretty quick.
breaker.
And
Yeah.
I got out of that, and I went to a couple of classes, and I thought, well, you know what? I like this a lot.
Wow.
And continued on.
It sounds like a nice thing to be involved in.
Yeah, there's several levels of license.
Okay.
So, actually, I have one grandson who's a tech
Okay.
who got a scholarship
Really?
because of ham radio.
Wow.
And a granddaughter who's an extra class, which is the highest one.
Really?
Yeah, so it's all fun.
It's all fun. So it's a today.
Yes.
All right. And how long have you been?
Since 2014, I'm a newbie.
Oh,
I
really?
consider
What
myself
got
a
you
newbie.
into it?
I was a volunteer fireman, and then I was a policeman for 30 years.
Okay.
And just before I retired, I wanted to continue some public safety, community oriented.
Okay.
So I went ahead and got my license, and I've been involved in the emergency communications for the counties ever since.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this is wonderful. I'm going to try to make my way down there today.
Fantastic.
All right. So today it is at the Seaford Parks and Recreation Center on Virginia Avenue, winter field day for the Nanticoke Amateur Radio Club. And any questions? Is there a Facebook page or a website we would steer people
Nanticoke
to?
Amateur Radio Club does have a web page.
Okay.
So if they
All
look
right.
it up, they'll pop right up to it. A lot of links there they can click into about how to get licensed.
Okay.
Where we're located today as well with a map.
Excellent. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, there is one other club in Sussex County down there that's fairly large. That's a SARA Club, Sussex Amateur Radio Association.
Okay.
And I don't know what the membership is right now, but at one point it was well over 100 men.
Really?
Men and women, I'm
People.
sorry. Folks, yeah.
Folks.
But,
All right.
it's exciting.
It sounds
For me,
it.
it's exciting.
Yeah.
Maybe for somebody else that's looking out from the outside, so, yeah, what are they doing? Nothing.
Oh, no. If
But it's
you
fun.
can talk all you want night and day worldwide, that could be
Yeah,
me.
well, I had day before yesterday. I had just a slew of stations. I figured I'd get on for 5 minutes on HF. That's high frequency.
Okay.
And I must have made 30 contacts within 45 minutes or so.
Really?
Of overseas.
Really?
Mostly
Wow.
Italy.
Italy.
The Italians got the power over there all the time.
All right, gentlemen, I'm going to say thank you both, okay? Nice
Thank
meeting
you.
you.
You too.
Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Denny. All right, there they go. Check it out today, and learn more about it. The Nanticoke Amateur Radio Club, all right? Now, where are we? We're sitting inside the Milford Diner. What is our plans? Everybody wants to know what is our plan. So let me briefly just tell you real quick. Next Saturday, the 3rd, will be our last day at the Milford Diner for sure. All right, so we have decided to move around a little bit. I don't have any exact plans, except I got a plan for the 10th also. So next Saturday, which is the 3rd, we're going to be right here at the Milford Diner. We would like to pack the house. If you would like to join us for our last broadcast for here, I don't know if it's forever, but it's for now. In other words, we go somewhere. We're usually there for about 6 months. I think we've been here 8 or 9. I don't know exactly how long, but we just like to move around a little bit. So if you have a suggestion of where we should go, feel free to let me know. We are open-minded. There does come a cost, with us doing the show at your business. There is a cost. But on the 10th, I want you to mark your calendar. It is the 40th annual grand reopening of the Sunrise Restaurant for the season. This is Robbie's place. We have been there in the past. We are going to go on the 10th to help him celebrate, and don't know exactly what we're doing beyond that. So the show will be on the air. We just don't know where. Okay? So any questions, let me know. Do want to do one more sponsor segment for I'll Be There Cleaning and Care. This is Dawn Kennedy. You hear me talk about her each and every week. And if you've got a house and you're just tired or life has been busy and it's just been grinding down and you need a break, or you want a deep cleaning of your home, just give Dawn a call. If you own a business and you have offices or something like that and you want them cleaned every so often, she does cleaning, house cleaning, all right? She also cleans the inside of campers and motorhomes and things like that, but she can help you out. She's very organized. Like if you want your refrigerator and your stove all cleaned up, she can take everything out of your fridge and put it all back. If you want it reorganized, she can reorganize it or put it back where it was. Either way. So any questions? Very, very detail-oriented. I've dealt with her on where I have a tenant move out and another tenant move in, or I bought a property and I want to get it all cleaned up or something like that. I just want you to know that Dawn Kennedy, I'll Be There Cleaning and Care. I just want you to know that she will do you a good job. I've recommended her highly, and people have dealt with her and been very happy with her. So how do you reach Dawn? You call Dawn on the phone, 302-362-7064, 302-362-7064, okay? I'll Be There Cleaning and Care, Dawn Kennedy. And don't forget, if you're a senior or military or a first responder, she does offer discounts for that. All right, so we're sitting inside the Milford Diner. We're broadcasting on 2 radio stations. We're broadcasting on 5 different Facebook pages. We're broadcasting on YouTube, and we're also on TV Delmarva, which the Roku channel is now new and improved, and you may have to re-download it. I'm not sure, but if you got a Roku device, just download TV Delmarva, okay? What else is going on? Lots of different things. I see Rosa has arrived. We're going to chat with Rosa. Then we're going to talk to Denise. And Sheriff Mike Lewis is going to be joining us this morning. So we got quite a lineup of people here, If you ever want to be on this show, reach out to me. Let me know. I think we're booking into July or August right this minute. So we like to keep the schedule full, all right? In other words, I like that. But if you own a business and you would like to advertise with me, if you're involved with a nonprofit, let me know. Nonprofits, we don't charge. Businesses, we do charge. And that's kind of where we're at. I hear the music on Delaware 105.9. We are taking a break. If you're part of that audience, switch over to Weller Does Delmarva on the Facebook. All right. So now, for my New Jersey 102.3 audience, I did get a text message.
You did? Okay.
Yep. And these are for magnets. So I presume they meant magnets. I don't know if they meant magnets or the stickers, because I don't know if I can mail the magnets.
I don't know if you can mail the magnets or not.
Okay.
Let's send them some stickers.
We'll send them some stickers. So again, if you want one of our FDR stickers, they're free. We're giving them out. You can also get them at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville or Wall Service Center in Milford. Or we'll mail you one if you want. Okay? If you want, put it on the back window of your car.
Remember when they used to say, send a self-addressed stamped envelope?
Yes.
You don't even have to do that. We're going to address it.
With a $20 handling
fee. On it. Yeah, and then we'll send you the bill along with it.
Right.
No,
yep.
no, there's no bill. These are absolutely free.
So magnets.
Get them out there.
Right. I don't think we can mail the magnets, in other words.
Right,
so
and they might be more than the cost of a stamp.
Correct. So we're offering to mail stickers. Stickers, all right? So anyway,
Will you autograph them before they go out?
I'd rather not.
Okay.
I'd rather not because it might deface.
It'll drive the
sticker.
price of your autographs down.
Right.
too.
Well, and it might
Value.
make the sticker less valuable. So with my autograph.
Defaced.
Oh my goodness. What else is going on with you, Colin?
Well, you
Wall
mentioned
service?
the
Okay.
TV Delmarva Roku
Delmarva.
channel.
Yes.
So yeah, go and if
What did they
you're-
do? Upgrade it.
Yeah, so
It's now in
Roku
color.
has done some upgrades, and we actually were unexpectedly taken off of Roku.
Wow.
Yeah, so we had
Now
to
you're back.
build a new channel. So in the meantime, while we did that, it only took a couple days, but we actually upgraded it and revamped it a little bit, and
It's now in
better.
color.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
always in color.
right. And now Biz TV is on there. So
Biz TV.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
So now we have added Biz TV into that, so you have all 7 of our channels available right there
Okay.
in the Roku channel. So search for TV Delmarva. Go on your Roku, just like you would any other channel to download.
Okay.
And you're going to search for TV Delmarva.
Like it's a T and a V and then Delmarva.
Space Delmarva.
Okay, it's that simple.
Yep.
Pops up. All right.
Yep. So that's all good. So we're happy to be back on there. We had
Yep.
a lot of calls. Hunter was fielding calls.
Oh,
That
where are
first
you?
Monday, yeah, they said we've lost you. What's happened? What's
Hey,
going
tell
on?
us real quick about this new thing with Hunter.
Okay, so starting Monday, speaking of Biz TV, starting Monday, so we have a weather channel.
Okay.
It's called Weather First Delmarva.
Okay.
And we're branding this to actually be able to roll it out to the entire country as Weather
Nationwide.
First product nationwide. And Hunter, has been working hard on this in the background, and so now we've made a deal with Biz TV, which is a national network, cover about 75 million people across the
Wow.
country. They're in all the major markets. We are actually going to be doing their weather for them. It's going to be a 60-second weather segment that'll air 6 times a day on Biz TV across
Hunter's
the country.
personally going to do this?
Hunter's personally doing it, yeah.
So he's going to be in front of people nationwide.
Yep, potentially 75, 78 million, something like
Wow.
that. So, and while we're talking about that, if you have a business or an
Oh, I
organization
thought of one.
that needs to reach that many people across the country, we have a great deal for you. So we have a 30-second ad that goes along with it that plays right after that, and we can add your commercial to that spot.
I got you
So
one.
You do? Okay.
My Bambino.
Oh, that's not
They
a bad
ship
idea.
stuff nationwide.
They do, yeah.
What a way for them to get a reach nationwide
Yeah.
that's affordable to them.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I was thinking about them the other day.
Not a bad idea. I will
Not
talk
a
to them.
bad idea. Okay. Amazon's another good one.
Yeah. Amazon would be another good one.
Another
yeah.
good one.
If anybody's got Jeff's phone number, I'll
Right.
take it. Text it to me.
Right. So anyway,
Let them know I'll be calling.
let them know. All right. So a lot of things are going on at TV Delmarva.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of things are going on with Hunter. I'm very proud of him. In other
Yep.
words, this
He's
is
doing a good job.
This is a big deal. You know what I mean?
And the folks at Biz TV are really excited. We're really excited. So
Wow.
it's I think it's a good situation for all of us. So
All
we're helping
parties
them.
involved. Yep.
Yep. And they're helping us. So
Wow.
Yep.
I need to think of a new business that I can get into that I can do something nationwide.
Yeah.
That's what I need to do. And then all of us can just do more business, in other words. That's the goal of being in business, in other words, is to do more business.
Is it?
And once you get there, then wake up again and do more.
Yeah.
Okay. In other words, because if you ask somebody, are you happy with how much you're making? No, I want to make more. So,
Yeah. Usually.
usually.
Yep.
Usually.
Some people are, they're
Content.
satisfied. And
That's
content.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yep. But I mean, usually when you're in business, if you're the entrepreneur or the
Right.
business owner, the goal is to
Make more.
and
Yep.
and
Doritos feels that way.
well, and
They make more.
Yeah, right, exactly. So, and the more you make, the more people you can help with that.
Absolutely,
and,
yes.
The better your family can
Yep.
do.
The better
so-
you can be a blessing to a community.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep, I agree. All right, so can we talk about the radio just real quick?
We can, yes.
We have
Fine
this
Day
package.
1023.
I met somebody yesterday that had heard about the radio station and really hadn't kept up on it. I had a chance to talk to him a little
Right.
bit. He's like, I want to advertise. I want to advertise. So if you're out there and you've been thinking about it, let me know. I'm going to give you a number that you can reach out to me, and I'll tell you what our package is. But it's only $488 a month. So I can tell you, you get 60 ads. So that's the deal. $488 for 60 ads. They're prime time, 6 in the morning to 8 at night, 7 days a week over a 30-day period. It's a heck of a deal, all right?
It is.
Any questions? Here's the best number to call me. I'm going to give you my cell phone number. Just do that. 302-542-9157. 302-542-9157, okay? Anyway, if you have a question, if you want one of these magnets that we have, you might have to pick that up. If you want me to mail you any of the stickers, or if you want to advertise, 302-542-9157.
All right, Jim. I hear
Thank
the
you.
music.
You hear the music?
Yeah.
I don't hear the music.
Oh, I
but
don't
anyway. All right. I hear it now. I hear it now. So we are back on Delaware 105.9. So thank you to all of our radio listeners. We are on 2 radio stations. We are on 1 TV station. We are on Facebook and YouTube. Real quick, I want to talk about my chiropractor. Everybody loves a good chiropractor. You got to get the kinks out, okay? So it's this simple. I want to let you know if you need a good chiropractor. This is somebody that's been supporting this show, sponsoring this show for a long time. His name is Dr. T and Dr. Bud. The name of the business is Peninsula Chiropractic Center. Every time I say it, people say, hey, I've been there. I know them. They do a great job. Yes, they do. They accept most insurances. They also always accept cash. If you need a chiropractor for any reason, I go for any reason. I always start with a chiropractor. Unless I'm bleeding, I start with a chiropractor and work backwards. In other words, because they have done a great job for me, all right? So whether I got a pain in my neck, a pain in my wrist, my elbow, my shoulder, my back, whatever, I like Dr. T, I like Dr. Bud. They do a good job. So they're on the web. It's PeninsulaChiroCenter.com. They're on the Facebook. And on top of that, they are on the phone at 302-629-4344. 302-629-4344. And they are very active on the Facebook. All right, Rosa has arrived. Linda, are you ready? Ready. All right. Rosa's first picture of the year. Is that right?
That
is.
Is
this your first time here this year?
It is.
All right.
Good morning.
So, how's things with Rosa?
I'm doing all right. How about you, Jim?
Good. Did you like the weather yesterday?
Oh my God, it was so wonderful.
It was, wasn't it?
It gave me a cough though, so I have a
Oh,
little
did
bit
it really?
I have a little bit of a
Wow.
cough this morning.
All right.
Brought my water with me.
Everything was frozen.
It
up
was.
till
A
then.
week ago we had 3-4 inches of snow.
I know it.
And then a week later we have 75 degrees or 70 degrees
It's
or whatever it
amazing.
was out yesterday.
Yep.
Didn't rain like I thought it was going to
No,
yesterday.
it didn't.
So
My mud's starting to dry out.
It is.
So,
we're drying out.
Need more
some
rain.
here.
So
Absolutely.
anyway,
I think we're gonna get some more tonight?
I think.
Yeah,
Who knows?
this afternoon.
I don't believe nothing until
I know. I see it.
Yeah.
I hear you.
And then I still have to doubt it. Is it really raining?
Right.
Because I've known it to rain for like a minute or two and stop. You
Yep,
know. So.
yep.
All right. Sales have been good this year at Weller's so far. It's been a nice start to the year.
It has. You know, this
So-
week was wild. Do you know what
What?
happened?
No, tell me.
We sold, let me see, it was 1 trailer on Tuesday,
Okay.
2 trailers on Wednesday,
Okay.
3 trailers on Thursday, and we sold 4 trailers yesterday.
Get out of town.
That was wild.
Wow, that is neat.
That was wild.
All right. So I hope that progression just stays for
I'm
the
hoping
whole
that
year.
we
So-
said we need 12 today. So
Right, so-
come see us today.
Yep, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
A lot of people are taking advantage of our good prices.
The prices, yes,
Our
absolutely.
prices, we had a lot of stuff on sale, then a lot of stuff just stayed down. It's been pretty good. There's going to be a few price increases. So don't
hearing
delay.
that.
The companies that are selling us stuff, everybody's feeling it. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
it's everywhere. I got some gas yesterday. It was like $3.19 a gallon. I mean, I'm like, I didn't remember it being that much a day or two ago.
Right, it was
But-
like $2.89 or
yeah,
something.
yeah. Now it's up to $3.19. So
Oh,
we're
goodness.
all feeling it. But if
We
you
are.
need a trailer, easy
Today's the day.
financing.
Come in
today is
today.
the day. What are
Today
we
is
open
the day.
to till
2 o'clock today.
2 o'clock today?
2 o'clock
Okay.
today.
Sheds seem to be going good.
Sheds are doing great. Yeah.
I hear you're got some special order trailers cooking.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
All
Even
right,
I'm
so-
even working on a boat trailer right now.
A boat trailer. Okay.
Special order boat trailer.
Well, there
we
you
had
go.
one that went out yesterday. Was a camper.
Okay. Yep.
Gentleman designed a camper.
And it was a special order type
Special
trailer.
order, yep.
Yep. All right.
That was pretty
So-
neat to see. I did a video on it.
Okay. I haven't got there yet.
Those egress windows are nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Was that a little single axle trailer?
Yeah, yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah. Had the
okay.
windows on the side
Yep.
and in the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's making a camper. He was in yesterday. He's like, I can't wait to go camping now. So
Really?
he was so excited.
Wow.
Pace American.
Wow. That's pretty nice, huh?
It was a nice trailer.
All right, so special orders we could do. We've got hundreds of trailers in stock. It's hard to believe we never have the right trailer. As
Right?
many as we have. There's always something. But
20-foot seemed to be
20
a special this week or something.
Really?
Everybody's looking
Equipment
for
trailers?
no
Enclosed.
enclosed.
Oh, okay.
20-foots are everybody's looking for a 20-foot lately.
Wow. Well, good. Did you see the one with the big scratch in it?
Yes, it's already
Kind
been
of
sold.
unique. Oh, it has?
It's already been sold.
I had no idea.
Yep.
In other words,
It sold
okay.
last week.
We had a trailer delivered, and I guess the guy must have hit a tree limb or a sign, but it had a scratch all the way
down it.
And instead of fixing it, we discounted it. I
Yep.
think they saved like $1,000.
Mike sold
and
it
it's
last
going.
week.
Wow. All right. So carports are moving right along.
Carports are doing all right.
Do you know we have a really neat carport display coming?
Yes, I have
It's
heard
like a barn or something.
I've heard the fluttering of news. It was
Yeah.
supposed to have been this week, but the truck messed up or something.
Yeah.
So next week we're looking at, I think.
Wow. It's exciting.
It is. I'm waiting to
It's
see that
exciting.
barn. I cannot wait to see that barn
Yep.
style in person.
Yep. So sheds, carports.
We can always custom design sheds too. Chicken
Oh, that's
coops.
right,
I had
yeah.
a lady yesterday wanted to put shutters on a chicken coop, and I was looking at it with the size of it. I wasn't sure, so I called Benjamin, and
Right.
sure enough, they can put shutters on a chicken coop.
There you go. Styling.
Yeah,
You
styling.
know, they might have lived where they had an HOA or something.
Not sure.
But anyway, so whatever somebody needs to know or needs to do, Wellers can hook us up. So what are the normal hours there through the
So
week?
we are open Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 5,
9 to
and Saturday is 8 to 2.
8 to 2. Very accommodating. I want to say we get a lot of nice reviews. We had a very weird scenario this week.
We did.
We had somebody gave us a 1-star review, and it was so funny. What did they say? We were lazy,
Lazy,
arrogant, or ignorant?
I don't know. I
So-
forgot the words,
so-
but
And I
yeah,
said,
it
there's
was
4
degrading.
people, and you only used 3 words to describe us.
Right.
He missed one of you, and
He
he
had to
spelled the
come back.
word lazy wrong.
Yes, he did.
And then he came back.
He had to come back because
His
Chuck,
boss-
Chuck called the boss about
Right.
it, and he came back, and he was so apologetic, and Mike told
Really?
him something. Yes, he
Well,
did.
I'm glad Mike got him
I was
and not
proud
me.
of Mike for doing
but
that.
I want to say this: he was a salesperson
Yes,
trying to sell
sell
Weller's trailers
Yes.
without an appointment. Just came in,
walked
wanted
in.
us to stop what we're doing because he had stopped by, and we just didn't have time.
Right.
And then he
We were
gives
very
us a
busy.
bad review.
As soon as he left, I mean,
I'm
it
like,
wasn't even.
he was quick,
10
wasn't
minutes.
he?
Yes, he was on it. Bad review, 1 star.
And we were on it that quick.
He had an excuse. He hadn't been to his family in over a week or whatever.
Right.
Mike said, "That's not our problem."
Right.
I was like, "Right."
Man, oh
That's what
man,
you
oh
meant.
man.
We
should
work
have-
hard to get
We
those
should have took up
reviews.
an offering to get him a bus ticket home.
Or something.
Something. But anyway,
We work hard to get those reviews,
We do
though,
work
yeah.
hard, yeah.
Yeah,
and,
we do.
And I read them. In other words, and people say Rosa this and Rosa that, and or whoever, Mike or
Right,
Chuck or
Ju-
Jimmy, and
Jimmy, yeah.
there's a whole team of people there. But it is so encouraging to own a business, to where my team is very focused on: did you enjoy your experience?
Absolutely.
Nobody loves buying a trailer. You know, they might love buying a shed.
You know what they love the
you know.
most is going out on the golf cart for a ride. They get
They
so
like
excited
that.
about that.
Okay.
We're gonna go on a
All
golf
right.
cart. Yep, we
Wow.
sure are. We're gonna have some fun while you spend some money.
Right. So anyway, it's Weller's in Bridgeville. What time we open today again? 8
Today is
o'clock?
8 o'clock. Yep.
All right. You gonna have breakfast?
No, I had some hot
Okay.
chocolate.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
No breakfast. I
Okay.
don't usually eat too much in the
Okay.
morning.
All right. Well, Rosa, anything else?
You can give me a call, 302-337-8228 today. Ask for me. I'll be glad to help.
337-8228. All right. Don't mention this name on the air. Don't mention that. But these stickers, have they put them out yet for you
I
all
have
to
not
give them
seen
out?
them yet.
Okay. Well, just
And I don't see any of your magnets either.
okay.
I think we
well,
need some of those. I'm not sure where
we
they're
got
at.
plenty. So
Yep.
if nobody can find them, Kim can help you. But if
Okay.
not, send me an email. But
Gotcha.
we're giving this stuff out at the store.
Okay. very
Rosa,
good. So
thanks for
that's-
all you
that's
do.
gonna be free, right?
Oh, free, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
first
sure.
one's free. That 2 for $1.
2 for $1,
No,
okay.
I'm just messing with you. No, they're
All right.
free, and the magnets are free. So
Very good, very good.
So check out Rosa. I appreciate all you do to get us good reviews. I
Thank
get
you.
good comments on you.
Thank you.
It's an honor working with you.
Thank you.
How's that?
It's a pleasure working for you.
Well, thank you. All right.
Appreciate you.
Have a good day. All right.
All right, you
See you,
too. Thank you,
Rosa.
Jim.
All right. Bye-bye. There she goes, everybody. Rosa. Everybody likes dealing with Rosa. She does a good job. She brightens the room. There's no question about it. She makes a big difference. Now we're going to chit-chat, I think, with Denise just a little bit.
Yes.
Denise Weller celebrated a big day this week. Thursday was Denise Day. And you had a birthday, so happy birthday, Denise.
Thanks, Jim. It was a really great birthday.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
And one of your favorite stores is going to be closing tomorrow.
I heard.
Beans
It's going to
Attic.
be very sad.
It is going to be sad. So I want to remind the public that if you've never been to Beans, oh, I forgot it's picture time. All right, if you've never been to Beans Attic, they're in Lincoln, Delaware, right on Route 113. They sell lots of stuff, and they are closing. They're retiring, actually. Jack and Holly they've rented that building for me for years and years and years. And I say thank you, Jack and Holly Bean, for being such good tenants, good stewards of my property, and for having such a great business. People are grieving that they are closing, but they deserve a break. I mean, they deserve a break. So,
sure do.
So anyway, I just want to say that today they're open. Today they're open 10 to 4, tomorrow 10 to 3, and tomorrow's the last day. 60% off if you're paying cash. 50% off if you're paying any other way. Beans Attic. All right, so Denise had a birthday. Then you took a road trip yesterday.
I did. Me and some friends.
Did you take a train too?
Well, we went into Washington, D.C., so you go
Okay.
into the New Carrollton station, and you
Okay.
take the metro in.
Okay.
And so...
You're seasoned at this by
oh,
now.
my goodness. We just had so much fun, you know. 3 older people. We were all...
Senior citizens.
We were all senior citizens.
Senior citizens now.
We were all over that town. We learned how to get off one train and then get onto a different train.
What an accomplishment.
That would take you to... We ended up going out on the streets because one of my friends, people have different spending, okay? And so
Right.
she lives on a budget. So
She likes good deals.
We found out that the Metro bus, if you're a senior citizen, you get a special card and you ride as much as you want, half price for the rest of your life.
Wow.
So, but we had to
You
find.
never have to come home.
But we had to find the office building that did it, and we kept getting. We would ride one train because somebody said you had to go to this one, and then we would get off, and then no, they've changed it. We had to go to a different one. So, but we
You
just,
earned that discount.
We did earn that discount, and I'm thinking we don't go that much. You know, if
Right.
you went into
was
Washington
the
every day,
adventure.
it would be huge discount.
It was the
But
adventure.
and that's what they said. They had a lovely time. The weather was beautiful, and it was an adventure.
It was an adventure.
Yeah, and we got our cards.
And they got
we
our
ride
cards.
half price now.
Now half price for the rest of their lives.
For the rest of our lives.
They wait till you're older to give this to you,
Yeah.
so you can then get a discount for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's super nice, though.
It was.
Yeah.
Do you remember the day? Didn't you go to Washington one day and you saw something that you wanted to buy but you didn't buy it?
Yes. I was in the Bible Museum,
Right.
and I was with a friend, and it was in the gift shop, and I wanted it so bad, but it was a lot of money, and I was embarrassed to buy it in front of my friend because it was the friend that likes the discount cards, you know.
Right.
So I didn't have I just couldn't buy it in front of her. So it was on Good Friday, and we left. And the next day, I just said, I'm going to regret it if I don't buy this thing. And I got up and went back to Washington all by myself.
Yeah.
Was there when the museum opened, and I bought the item.
Yeah.
And I just love it.
Okay.
So.
Let's talk about your birthday real quick.
Okay, it was wonderful.
Okay, what is your favorite birthday gift that you got?
Oh my goodness, my children put this together. And it was a great birthday altogether. Oh, I don't want to say yours was really great. How
That's
do I
okay.
how do I pick between the two? How do I pick between the two?
Pick the kids.
Okay.
They're
the kids.
picking your nursing home.
Well, when you turned 60, they made you a poster of 60 things that you had changed their life, or that
I'm known for.
that they remember you for, or whatever. And it hangs where we
It
watch
bugs
TV.
Denise.
And I sit there. And I look at, he's a hard worker, and he takes
Extra
us to
ice.
Dairy Queen. And I'm thinking, I do a lot of stuff, and I never got that when I was 60, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying not to be sour about it, but I was sour. And so,
Every night.
So yesterday, or the other day, they came up with 65 things that
And they made it an adventure. We had to go out in the
Oh,
garage.
my gosh, yeah.
Because they put it up on the wall. So she came in and What they give you, like a little piece of paper with a clue.
Right, and said go where you use a brush, you know.
Or
I'm
something
thinking,
hangs.
Yeah, or something hangs. So
Like
I was
the
in the
closet.
bathroom and I was in the closet, and then I would get the next clue or whatever. And then it came to where I was in the room and it was right in front of me.
On the wall.
And I had no idea what I
She
was
couldn't
supposed
even
to
see
be
it, right.
looking for. Anyway, but we would have brought it, but I just felt it was a little boastful, showing 65 things that I'm really good
Well,
at,
here's
or
what's
that
really
I made
amazing.
a difference in somebody's
They had way
life.
more than that written down. Because they had each one of the grandkids write some things.
Yeah.
Each one of your kids wrote some things, and they were way past 70 things.
Yeah, that was.
They had to eliminate some things to get to 65.
Wow, yeah, then they all signed it, but they all came up with things, and things that
It's like a
went
big
way
poster.
back, you know, when my kids were young, and then my grandkids
Mm-hmm.
remembered things, and stuff I had long forgotten, and they
So
just.
if you want to know if you've made a difference, read that.
I know, it really, yeah.
That's the kind of things that people say at people's funeral. They don't
Right.
say 65 of them, though.
Right.
In other words, you know.
Because, you know, I'm Jim Weller's wife, and I don't get too much spotlight, you know,
Okay.
or
I'm trying to give you
or
spotlight.
accolades or claps or free dinners or anything like that. But he gets
Free
a lot.
dinners?
You know, people buy stuff for you or whatever. And I'm thinking, you know, not that I'm jealous, but I get left in the.
You are jealous.
Okay, I am jealous.
Denise
Maybe
hates
that's it.
getting a free speeding ticket.
Yeah, you get favor. That's the word I'm
Favor.
looking for. You get favor.
Okay.
All right. Well, I get
All right.
favor with God.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
All right, and so do I.
Okay. Maybe I get
All right.
more favor.
Maybe you do, Denise.
Okay.
Okay. Who's keeping track of who
I
gets
don't
how
know.
much favor?
I don't know. Okay.
All right, you got this poster, right?
Anyway, it was wonderful, yeah. And then you gave me the vacuum system from Dry
Right.
Zone, and
That's a
that
close
was
second.
wonderful. That
That's a
was
close
close
second.
second. Yeah, I thought my shop and woodworking days were over, and I was just kind of winding things down. And then he gives me this vacuum system, which I have wanted my entire woodworking career. But now that I've got it, I'm going back in, Jim. I'm going back in. You're going to see all kinds of things that I make now.
All right, Denise makes a lot of interesting wood. You do stained glass.
Yeah.
And woodworking, right?
Right.
Okay.
And
She
tons of other crafts.
She gets a
and-
board. She'll take old boards and plane them down.
Yeah, I like old stuff. I don't like to
Right.
buy too much new stuff. So
Right. I
I'll
got
go
a
to
new-
an auction.
I got a new dresser in the bedroom on top of the new floor. That's an
Yeah.
old one.
Yeah, but I didn't
Right.
make that. But yeah, I'll
Right.
go to auction sales, and if like there was a black walnut table that went real cheap just because brown is not
Down.
selling, and so I bought it for hardly nothing. And it's nice slabs of walnut, you know.
Right.
So that's where I get a lot of my wood, that kind of
Right.
stuff.
So we'll buy a table, and then she'll take the wood,
Yeah.
plane it down, and
Yeah.
make something. She
Yeah.
makes these little boxes. Like, we're not starting a business. In other words, we're not starting a business, but she likes to make things.
Right.
And then what's the other thing? Mosaics.
Yeah, mosaics. Yeah,
Like
that's with
thousands of
little
teeny
pieces, and
pieces
it
of
makes a
something.
picture. You might think I have too much time on my hands.
We have this one thing on the wall that we had to mount to the wall. Remember that?
Yeah, we screwed it right
And
into
we had
the
to put
studs.
something over the little pieces that you would have to take off to know where the screws are.
Right, in case we ever move and we have to take it with us, we got to know
Right.
how to take that
What did
thing
we
off
put,
the wall.
bumblebees on?
Yeah, little bumblebee stickers
Yeah,
on it. So
okay.
anyway, I don't know. Life's been fun. He's given me a great life because it's who I am.
Even though she doesn't get favor.
Right. Well, I'm a more recluse person that finds enjoyment just entertaining myself.
I'm a recluse person.
He needs people to entertain you.
I feed off of the energy of
Right.
people.
So we're quite different.
A little bit.
Yeah. But you still.
That's what attracts us.
Right. But you still, I acknowledge you have given me a wonderful, wonderful life.
And
really
you have given me a wonderful, wonderful life.
Okay.
And
We've
now
al-
that you're a senior citizen,
Yeah.
we're going to get discounts everywhere.
We are. Oh, no,
All right.
I think we counterbalance each other.
I
or
think
whatever.
so. We're like magnets. Have you ever had two magnets? If you put them one way,
Yeah.
they repulse each other.
Right.
If you turn them around, they snap together. In
Yeah,
other words,
that's us, right?
That's us,
That's
right.
us.
all right, Miss Magnet.
All right, that's it.
All right, anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. It was a good one.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Go, Denise. Senior citizen.
Senior citizen.
All right. Goodbye. All right. Next is I want to brag on my insurance agent, L&W Insurance. L&W Insurance. Okay. So they are located kind of everywhere. They're in Greenville, Ocean View, and Dover. okay? 3 locations. Whether you need commercial insurance, residential insurance, whether you want life insurance, health insurance, whatever you may need, L&W Insurance is the insurance experts that I go to. So if you have any questions whatsoever about insurance, they can help you out. Jeff, did you want to say anything? No? Okay. Are you sure? Come on down here. I knew he did. I'll stop my L&W commercial. This is Jeff Chorman. Everybody seems to know him a little bit. We're going to take a picture here real quick. Have a seat and say, Merry Christmas. All right. How you doing?
Good.
You stopped by to say hi to Mike?
I did, but I got to go. I'm
he's
late.
here now.
Is he here?
Yep. He's hiding in the corner.
Okay.
He's
Good
right
deal.
over there.
Good deal.
So, anyway,
Hey,
thanks for coming.
I can drop these for
Don't
you.
mention the name on the radio because we're on 2 stations.
That's fine,
So-
but I can drop these from the air for you.
What a great
There you
idea.
go. Problem solved.
All over the beach. People say, where'd it come from?
That's right.
That
That's
is
right.
a great idea. And pull the backs off of them before you do it so they stick to something. All right, everything good?
Yeah, good. Good to see you, my friend.
Yep. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming, okay?
See ya.
He's right over there.
Gotcha.
All right. So anyway, we got a lot going on. So L&W Insurance, again, they're my insurance company. I love them. I love dealing with them. I just want to let you know if you need insurance, whether it's for you personally, whether it's for your business, whatever, they can help you out. I'm very happy with them. I'm real happy when I have a claim. They get involved. They don't say, call this number, blah, blah, blah. They help me out. So if you have any insurance questions, call L&W. LWinsurance.com on the web. LWinsurance.com on the web. 302. Oh, Linda, I would take a picture of those 2, please. Okay. Your camera's fine. Either one. LW Insurance. I keep getting interrupted here. LW Insurance. I just want to let you know they've been in business over 90 years, okay? Phone number 302-856-7828. 302-856-7828. 856-7828. LWinsurance.com. And they'll do a good job for you, all right? You have any questions, look them up on Facebook. They're very, very active on the Facebook. All right, we are here next Saturday. The 3rd is our last Saturday at the Milford Diner, okay? We move around a lot, so we gave them notice that we're moving around, all right? And they're good with it. They've been good to us, all right? So I want to let you know that if you have any questions or you would like me to do my show at your business, especially if you're a restaurant, I'd like to talk to you. We have a lot of things cooking. We haven't made up our mind exactly what we're doing, but on the 3rd, we're going to be here, and on the 10th, we're going to be at Sunrise Restaurant for their 40th annual grand opening. They've been there 40 years, okay? Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling, good sponsor of the show. Thank you to the Fitzgerald family. Fitzgerald's buys scrap metal. They buy it all day long. If you got some junk car batteries, you got some metal you want to get rid of, you got something, an old appliance out in the backyard, take it to Fitzgerald's. They buy it. They pay you cash. It's that simple. It's over with. You got an old junk car you want to get rid of, they'll come pick that up from you. So if you got something that's metal and you want to get rid of it, take it to Fitzgerald's. They're buying scrap metal. The other thing is they sell car parts. If you need a part for your car, you know, something small, something big, whatever you may need. If you need a part for your car and you don't want to pay the price of a new part and you just want a good quality used part, Fitzgerald sells car parts, okay? They also sell things like motors and transmissions, so if you need something like that. So whatever you need, it's Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling. They also sell crushed concrete every day. They're into recycling of things, crushed concrete. So anyway, Fitzgeralds.us, phone number 302-422-7584. That's 302-422-7584, Fitzgeralds.us. They're very active on Facebook, Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling. We say thank you to the Fitzgerald family for all you've done, and they want you to know that they recycle cars and all kinds of things, but only Jesus recycles people. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to take a break from one radio station, Delaware 105.9. We take a break from them. We're going to hear the music in a minute, and so that tells us we're taking a break. But while we're on break from Delaware 105.9, we want you to switch over to my Facebook page, okay? Weller Does Delmarva on Facebook, because I don't want you to miss anything. We're going to talk about a lot of things. We don't stop talking, okay? But we do take a break from Delaware 105.9. which we're doing right now. I hear the music. So I'll be back to that audience in a few minutes. But if that audience wants to switch over to Facebook, hunt me down at Facebook. All right? Okay. Colin Walls is with me. What is going on?
And now that you found us on Facebook, switch your radio to 102.3 FM.
Yes, sir.
And listen
You
to
won't
us
miss anything.
there. You will not miss anything.
Or the
there.
app. Or the app.
Or the Fine Day Radio app. Fine
We got
Day
too much
Radio.
going on
We
here.
do. We do.
We do.
There's so many.
The stickers. If you want one, give me a call.
The airdrop idea is great. Great idea.
Wasn't it?
We'll airdrop.
Pull the back of them off. Wherever
Yes.
they land, they'll be stuck.
That's right. Be all over the tail of the airplane.
That's right. They will be. Oh, my goodness. So I never thought about that. That would be good. Yeah, oh, gosh. I know exactly when we should do it. At that first responders event down at Hudson Fields.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that be appropriate to have a flyover and drop? Oh, my
That
gosh.
could be a bad idea, though.
Oh, really?
An
Why?
airplane flying over, dropping stuff out on a bunch of veterans, and
It could be a bad idea.
that could be a bad idea.
Okay, we'll do the fair.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, the concerts.
And the we could do the beaches and stuff. and
beaches.
we could do the Wildwood Boardwalk.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So,
The ferry
but
terminal.
I was talking to Jeff about if we
Okay.
need to get over there.
Okay.
In a hurry, and he said
Okay.
yes, it's something as long as the weather's good and all
Right.
that. So
And
yep,
light
he can
bulbs
get
working.
us over there. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So, how's today been?
It's been good. It's busy
Been
here.
real
yeah.
good. It has
Yep,
been
a
busy.
Good, nice steady morning.
Yep,
and-
coming and going. Yep.
Yep.
So, lots of different things to talk about, but I just want to
Yeah.
remind people that if you ever want to talk about advertising with Fine Day Radio, yesterday was just refreshing for me. I sat down with a gentleman, and he's like, "Are you up and running?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're up and running. We've been on 4 or 5 months now."
Yeah.
So, in other words, and yes, we would love to sell.
Well, you just hadn't
advertising.
seen him in a while.
I have
so,
not.
Yeah.
Yep, I have not. So, but it was on his mind.
Yeah.
In other words, that was one of the first things
Yep.
he asked me about. So people know that I've always kind of wanted to own or be part of a radio station.
Yeah.
So Colin and I teamed up and bought Fine Day Radio. In fact, we created it, in other words.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
did.
102.3 over the air.
I mean, it was on the air, but it was a different format,
Right.
and
I loved it. I can't
didn't
believe you
come
switched
with
it.
really any equipment other than the transmitter,
Right.
and the
So-
antenna. So we had to build
Make it
everything
all
from
happen.
scratch. Yeah.
Yep. So,
This is real made from scratch radio.
real made. Yeah, we're going to write a book about how to start a radio station.
Oh.
I'd rather make a video. VHS tapes. We got a bunch of old VHS
We're gonna
tapes.
make a video on how to not talk to attorneys so much.
Right. Yes. Yes. But we had a good attorney.
They're expensive. He's good. Yes,
He was.
yes.
It was very.
But,
it was comforting.
but
to
we
me.
realize they bill for their time.
They
and
do.
They bill for their time every
Yes, they
minute
do.
of it.
Yes,
So
they do. But they have every right to. 'cause
Oh,
it's-
yeah. Oh, no
it's-
doubt.
It's their
Yep.
product, their time, their knowledge.
That's what they have to sell. They don't have a product, a
Right.
physical product to sell. That's what they sell is their time. So
Yep.
I like to get paid for every minute that I work. So
Me too. Me too. Linda, you doing all right over there? What's going down the road? I saw something flashing.
but anyway, Jim, we're looking for a new home for this Saturday show.
We kind of are. Yeah, we got a
Okay.
few thoughts.
We do. We've got a-
but
we're in talks with a
We
few
really like the
places.
Milford area. I mean, we just need to be
Oh, for
honest
sure,
with
yeah.
people. In other words, it has been. This has been every location we've been has been great. Mm-hmm. It's been a 10-year process.
Mm-hmm.
But Milford, we've realized, works best for all of our guests.
Yes. Yeah.
And our audience. We've had the largest audience we've ever
Downtown
had
Lincoln
here.
would probably be good too.
Downtown Lincoln. Yeah,
Yeah.
if we don't get robbed or something. In the meantime, you know, but
What are you
downtown
talking about?
Lincoln.
Lincoln Police Force.
Right, yeah, the Lincoln Police Force. We could have the police chief on.
Yeah.
So anyway, but yes, if you own a business and you want to hire us, it's very affordable.
Mm-hmm.
You get a ton of advertising. You get like 30 radio ads on 2 separate radio stations.
Right. So you're going to get 30 on
that's-
Delaware 105.9. You're going to get 30 on Fine Day Radio. And this is per week. This is not per month.
Right, that's per week.
That's per week.
Right, so that's 60 radio ads.
Right, per week. Plus you're going to get 30 TV ads
Right.
per week.
So that sounds like 90 ads.
Yeah.
If you just called them $10 a piece, it's $900 worth of advertising a week.
Okay. And then let's talk about
Facebook.
Facebook.
We
yeah.
boost the show every week.
And
it's
then-
live on 5 pages.
My next thought was something bigger than Facebook, billboards.
TV. Oh,
The
okay, billboards, yeah.
So essentially, it's 4 billboards.
Right, 2 sides, yep.
Yeah.
Of 2 billboards, yes it is.
Yeah, so it's 4 billboards
Yep.
that you're going to
So
be
there's
on.
a message on there promoting the show.
And it says, Weller Does Delmarva. Join
And I'm
me,
holding
Jim
a big
Weller.
sign.
And you're holding the
Yep.
sign. Do you hold a sign for every one of them?
Every one of them.
Wow.
It's exhausting.
Okay.
So you get all this advertising. You get over $1,000 a week worth of promotional advertising.
Yeah.
Easily. For a cost of $400. So it does cost you money. So in other words, if you want us to do the show, it's $400 a week. And you pay us. We bring you people. We packed this place many times. In other words, it's been good. We've had over 100 people show up before.
Yeah.
So if you have any interest or would like to be involved, give me a call. We do have some that we're pondering and checking everything out.
Yep.
But it's got to fit for everybody. It's got to fit for the guests.
Right,
It's got to
exactly.
fit for the team. It's got to fit for you. It's got to fit for everybody. So
So how do they
all
reach
right.
you about that, Jim?
302-542-9157. 302-542-9157.
Call or text.
Call or text. Call me right now if you want, and then leave a message. All right, we're back on. I heard the music. All right, Vanderwin's Ice Cream. We want to say thank you to the Vanderwin family for all they do for our community and for their ice cream, okay? Nothing blesses a community like good ice cream, many flavors, okay? So if you have any questions about ice cream, or if you want a cup, a quart, a pint, a cone, Vanderwin's is the place to go, okay? And check their Facebook page to see who is open when. Good morning. All right, next is Wilson's Auction. Today, Wilson's Auction, Route 113 in Lincoln, Delaware, all right, is having an auction inside, outside. Thousands of things are going to be sold today to the highest bidder. Okay? So if you like a good auction, if you like a feisty auction, Wilson's Auction is the place, okay? And it's right on Route 113 in Lincoln. Then Tuesday nights, they have an auto auction, okay? At 6 o'clock, you can buy and sell like the dealers do. And if you got something you want to sell, like a property, I bought a ton of properties from Wilson's Auction at auction. But anyway, I haven't bought over 20, but I bought a bunch. But anyway, I'm just saying auctions are the way to go. It gets it done, okay? So you could take stuff there from Wednesday to Friday, drop it off, pick up your money on Monday, okay? So if you have some property you want to sell and you don't want to take a long time, it'll take about 10 minutes with an auction and your property will be sold, okay? So any questions, it's Wilson's Auction. What is their phone number? 302-422-3454. You got to dial it in that order. 302-422-3454. Wilson'sAuction.com. Serving Delaware for over 50 years, all right? And I say thank you to Dave Wilson. He's also my state senator, too, and just an all-around good guy. Now we're going to talk to Sheriff Mike Lewis, but first, a picture. You ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go. I'm over here, Mike. Over here. Thank you. All right. Sheriff Lewis, Wicomico County Sheriff, right?
Good morning, Jim. Yes.
How are you?
How are you, sir?
How was the ride up?
Fantastic.
I'm honored to have you.
I'm honored to be here with you, sir. Once
I'm
again,
always
thank you so
excited.
much for the invitation.
So anyway, I saw something on another TV station the other day where there is a law in Maryland that prohibits everybody from the smell of marijuana, something like
Yes.
that. And I was like, what a silly thing. So now it's not enough to, if you smell it, you can't do anything about it.
Well, in 40 years of law enforcement, we've always had the ability to conduct a warrantless search of a motor vehicle based on the odor of marijuana coming out of the vehicle, which leads us to believe they're smoking marijuana going down the road.
Right.
Jim, it's no different than smelling the odor of alcohol coming off someone or out of their car. We get them out. We have to either confirm or dispel they are drinking and driving.
Right.
Well, now you smell the odor of marijuana coming out of the car. We have no right to search that vehicle at all. And keep in mind, we can't determine whether there's 10 grams in that car or 100 pounds in that car. We no longer have the ability to search a vehicle based on the odor of marijuana coming out of it. Maryland lawmakers have stripped us of our authority to do so.
Golly, dang. Like, they must have been out to lunch that day.
Well, I can
making
tell
that
you,
decision.
I have argued so many times in opposition of this legislation when they were attempting to pass it, because we have to get drunk and drug drivers off the road, number one. Number two, when someone's bringing a large amount of dope into our communities, 100 pounds of marijuana, 50 pounds of marijuana, we have to either confirm or dispel, are they legally in possession of 10 or less grams? And of course now, recreational marijuana is legal in the state of Maryland. You are allowed to possess 1.5 ounces of marijuana on your person and still be legal in the state of Maryland. Well, it's our job to either confirm or dispel what you have in your possession. I can't determine that based on the odor, but they've stripped us of our ability to do that.
And there's a
but guess what,
chance,
Jim?
What?
Maryland lawmakers are going to revisit that during this current legislative session.
About. Yep.
That's what it's all about, because they've realized the pervasive odor of burning marijuana exists all over Maryland now, whether it's the boardwalk in Ocean City, whether it's down to the Inner Harbor in Baltimore City, or whether it's out in the mountains of Western Maryland. It doesn't, or go to National Harbor, for God's sakes, in Prince George's County. All you smell the second you step out of your vehicle is the pervasive odor of weed. So it's legal now, everybody's doing it, and you and I, who don't want to smell that, we don't want our grandkids smelling it, we don't want our children smelling it, we don't want to be bothered by that pungent odor of weed all the time. It doesn't matter. They have spoken, and it's terrible right now in Maryland.
They have spoken, and people are smoking.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Know what I mean?
They are. They certainly are.
That should be the legislators' slogan. I have spoken, and they are smoking.
Indeed, they are.
Oh my gosh! So, how's life? You had a daughter got married? That was a while back.
Good. My
wasn't it?
daughter got married. She got married back in 2022, about 16 months ago.
Wow!
And I inherited an incredible son-in-law. He's an awesome kid.
Good.
They live down in Leesburg, Virginia.
Okay.
Things are going very, very well. You know, I just got back from California. I've been out to California, but it's amazing. $6.10 a gallon for gas out in California. Then I fly to Kansas City because I got to speak out there on Thursday for the Kansas Sheriff's Association. I stopped to put gas in my rental car on the way back to KCI, and gas is $2.61 a gallon. I stop on my way up here to Milford Diner this morning, and it's $3.19 a gallon. But $2.61 in Kansas for a gallon of gas. How's that?
That is wonderful.
Oh, it was beautiful out there.
That was refreshing.
It was very refreshing, Jim. Coming from California at $6.10 a gallon, you know? Yeah, that was very refreshing. And our mutual friend, Mike Mercer.
Right.
So my wife and I returned from a cruise.
I saw
last Sunday, we're in New Orleans about to disembark, get off our ship. And I see Mike has posted on Facebook he's in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So I sent him a text message. I said, what are you doing out here? And he goes, where are you? I said, I'm getting ready to get off the ship. He said, we're getting ready to board a ship. He got on my same ship, Norwegian Breakaway. He and Joanne were doing the same itinerary.
Did you get to see him?
And this is Mike's first cruise, by the way.
Oh, wow.
No, I did not get to see him. But Joanne sent me a text afterwards. She said, please tell me the do's and don'ts. This is a first time for Mike and me.
Really?
Yeah, really neat.
That's nice that he did that.
I'm so proud of him. They'll come home tomorrow.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
He's having a good time. He's been posting on Facebook.
Yeah, that's good. You can either gain weight or lose weight on a cruise. I took the elevators. My wife took the steps.
I took all the steps for that same reason.
Wow,
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, because obviously you're on vacation, you're having a good time, and
it's all you can eat.
It's all you can eat, Jim.
Right.
Absolutely.
Night and day.
Night and day. I don't care where you. It's all you can eat night and day.
Yeah.
And they'll say, "Did you like that?" Yeah. Well, I'll bring you another one.
Right.
I don't care what you're eating. They'll bring you another one. So good time.
It is.
Yeah.
Good
time.
How is the sheriff's department? Do you have any? Are you always hiring?
We're always hiring,
Okay.
primarily because we got so many people leaving the profession. Period.
Okay.
You know in addition to people leaving the profession, you've got the Maryland State Police, which is starting people now at an all-time high. The starting pay for a Maryland State Trooper now is around $68,000 a year.
Wow.
But if you got 7 to 9 years experience, they're starting troopers out at $94,000 a year. So I can't compete with that.
Man.
$94,000 a year. Plus you have a take-home car, and you've got all the bells and whistles that come with being a trooper. And I had a great career. I love the Maryland State Police, as you well know. So, but as a sheriff's office in the state of Maryland, it's very, very difficult to compete with that. Very difficult to compete with that. So, yes, we are always hiring. We interviewed 8 new applicants this week alone.
Oh, okay.
I've been approved to hire 15 additional deputies.
Okay.
So we're trying to keep up with attrition. We're trying to keep up with retirements. And certainly things are going well. As you well know, we're about to move into a brand new facility. We have about a $41 million sheriff's office we're about to occupy.
Wow.
That is not a jail. That is a sheriff's office. And it's long overdue. Our current facility we're in, we've been there for 33 years.
Okay.
So, and it was a metal.
Obviously outgrown that.
It is, and it was a metal building. It is a metal building. It was never built to be a public safety complex. The building we're currently about to occupy is a true public safety complex. Special mortar, special brick, special blocks, special steel, and special bullet-resistant glass on the entire front and sides of our building. The rear is all concrete and blocks, so there is no glass. Wow. So yeah, this is a very special building. So, and you can only imagine with the economy being like it is, it's been a job to get some of the materials we've needed.
Yeah.
Because of the economy, we're all feeling the economy, Jim.
Yep.
You know, we're all being hit very hard, and the sheriff's office is no different. As you well know, violent crime is way down. Our property crimes are up, but violent crime is way down. So right now, it's good at the Wicomico County Sheriff's Office. It's good in law enforcement, period. Are we facing our challenges? We are facing unprecedented challenges. But for those who want to be a police officer, I would encourage them to apply. And, you know, we need good cops doing this kind of work. We can't throw up our hands and just surrender.
Right. And you need committed people.
Yes.
You know. How many deputies do you have?
96 sworn deputies right now.
Okay.
And as you well know, I'm in my fifth 4-year consecutive term, so it'll be 20 years of service with the Sheriff's Office when I'm done, 22 years with the Maryland State Police. And when I say I'm done, I've made it very clear this is my last term.
Is it really?
I'm going to go through 2026, yes, sir.
Okay.
And I'll be 62 years of age when I'm done, and it's time for someone else to take a shot at this. And I'll be more than willing to stand by and make sure they have a smooth transition and make sure we have someone very qualified to assume the role of sheriff in Wicomico County. It's a very challenging job, but it's a very rewarding job. I get to do exactly what I'm doing right here today, and I love being here. I love Sussex County, Delaware. I love Delmarva Peninsula. I love to talk of Delmarva, and I love doing what we're doing now and talking about what we love to do, being Delmarva residents, right?
I do.
Absolutely.
I can tell you do.
Absolutely. I love it.
You do. You saw Jeff Chorman?
Yeah, I love Jeff Chorman. It's so great to see that smiling face when I saw him coming over a while ago. You know, as you well know, he was so good to me following the shooting death of Corporal Glenn Hilliard. I was in a very difficult position, as we all were at that particular time. And I'd sent my family down to the Outer Banks to vacation. I stayed behind to plan the funeral services and execute the funeral services for Corporal Glenn Hilliard. And my family had been down in North Carolina for 4 days. And I reached out to Scott Hamilton, as you well know.
Yep.
Scott is a guy with many connections, especially in the aeronautical field. And I reached out to Scott and said, hey, do you know somebody can possibly fly me down? And without hesitation, within 15 minutes, he not only sent me the person who could do that, but sent me a picture of the aircraft that I'd be flying on. And there was Jeff Chorman waiting for me. So what a great guy, man. What a great guy.
Did you sit up front or sit in the back?
Well, it's funny you would ask that, Jim.
Okay.
Jeff had the whole back with executive leather seats prepared for me to fly back there. And I asked him, I said, do you mind if I fly up front with you? He actually said, I would love that. He said, I didn't think you, no, I said, I'd love to be up here. I don't get to fly in the cockpit very often.
You'd not met him before that?
I had not met Jeff before that, but my family adores him.
Yeah.
You know, when we actually landed on Frisco Beach, a small little airstrip on Frisco Beach.
Really?
In the Outer Banks. I mean, one little tiny airstrip. And Jeff said, oh, no, we can do it. And when we landed, I had a greeting crew of about 40 to 45 people waiting for me. And Jeff had fully planned to drop me off and take off because we wanted to get back before dark.
Okay.
And he said he saw all my family there. He said, I've got to meet your family.
Wow.
And I don't think he expected everybody to be hugging on him and kissing on him. Like my sisters were there, and he just they were so grateful that Jeff was able to do that for them as well as for me.
Right. It was nice, and he's done a lot for me. He's just an all-around good guy.
He's a great guy.
Yep,
the Chorman family, you know, they're just incredible people in our community, Jim, like you are.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, so is there any needs at the Sheriff's Department? In other words, you know, like, do you have to lobby for things or like?
Well, obviously we have to lobby for things, but thank God we have some incredible philanthropists in my community that love law enforcement, that love the Wicomico County Sheriff's Office, that are constantly making incredible donations towards not just our canine program, but our motor unit. And we have a lot of needs like everybody else, but our needs are being met, Jim.
Do you have a motorcycle department?
We do. We have 10 motor units.
Wow. Have you had a chance to look at the electric motorcycles? Or
I have not. No more than I have the electric cars. But
okay. Spent a whole lot of no time on that.
Absolutely. No, we love our motorcycles, and as you well know, They're all Harley Davidson motorcycles
good.
because they're American made.
American made.
And certainly they are very much ceremonial, but from a practicality standpoint, they serve an invaluable service.
Correct.
For the
And you need
citizens
to
of
be able to
Wicomico
depend on
County.
them.
And I got to tell you, Jim, not only you need to depend on them, I have found out it's probably one of the best PR moves I've ever done in Wicomico County. The citizens love our motorcycles.
They do, yeah.
You know, a deputy can pull up at a gas pump all day long and put gas in his or her car. But when you pull up on a motorcycle, you're surrounded by everybody at the gas station. Everybody wants to talk about that motorcycle.
It's kind of neat, isn't it?
Even when President Donald Trump flew into Wicomico County, Maryland,
I remember that.
he asked me a dozen questions about our motor unit.
Really?
He was envious. He was looking at the motor unit. He goes, I've never ridden one of those. He said, so these are Harley Davidson. And he walked around. He loved the motor unit. Yes, he did.
Did he act like he's ever rode a motorcycle?
No, he actually indicated he hadn't ridden a motorcycle.
Okay, I just wondered.
He actually, but he loved those motor guys, and he actually said, "Hey guys, can you mind if we all get a picture together?" And he gathered us under the wing of his aircraft to get a picture with the motor unit. Yes, indeed.
That's pretty cool.
It's one of my most treasured prizes
I would
today.
say I remember that day. I went down there.
Yeah.
I went to the airport and I went to where
Absolutely.
the school where he
Absolutely.
was. Yeah. So
you know, it was an honor to greet him. I was the first one to greet him when he got off the aircraft.
Really?
Yeah, and back then he of course was a candidate for president of the United
That's
States.
right.
He wasn't president, so I said, "Welcome to the Eastern Shore, Mr. Trump. You're in Trump country here."
wow.
Yeah.
Good. Now, can I take a break for a minute?
Please, absolutely.
Okay, so I'm going to get through my 8:30 segment, and then I'll have you back. Is that okay? All right. So, Sheriff Mike Lewis, we're going to talk to him some more in just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and do some, what's it called, house cleaning. So, Sam, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Sandy. All right, so we got a good little turnout here today. I want to brag on Jerry Santoro real quick. Jerry's Lawn Care and Tree Care. Jerry has been supporting this show for years and years. And if you need some tree work done, he's your guy. So whether you want some limbs trimmed up, whether you need a stump ground up or a stump dug up, if you want an entire tree down or just some trimming, he can help you. You need some firewood? Guess what Jerry's got? Firewood. So if you need some firewood, he can deliver it or you can pick it up from him either way. Okay. Another thing he does is landscaping, irrigation systems for your yard or your business or whatever. Also, he does pavers. He also clears lots, just comes right in and completely clears a lot. You're getting ready to build a house, you're getting ready to build a building or whatever you may want to clear a lot for. He can help you with that. So there's many different things that he does. It's Jerry's Lawn and Tree Care. He's honest, he's fair, he's dependable, he shows up, he does what he says he's going to do. Okay? It is Jerry's Lawn and Tree Care. Phone number 302-363-6025. 363-6025. JLC-LLC.com. Jerry's Lawn and Tree Care on the Facebook. All right? So don't forget, mark your calendar. Next Saturday, the 3rd, is our final show at the Milford Diner. On the 10th, we'd like all of you to join us for a special occasion at the Sunrise Restaurant down in Dewey. It's their 40th annual grand reopening. They open up every year about this time or sometime anyway, so it's their 40th year. Integrity Pest Solutions, a lot of people know that this is my go-to guy when it comes to pest control. So if you have anything in the pest control world that's bugging you or making noise, or if you got termites that's eating your house, whatever you got, if you need some pest control solutions, Integrity Pest Solutions can help you out. His name is Keith Ruark, okay? And he's an owner-operator, so when you call on the phone, you're going to get Keith, okay? When he comes out to look at the job, you're going to get Keith, and when it comes time to do the job, you're going to get Keith. He knows what he's doing. He's very detail-oriented. He's a professional in his field, and I love dealing with him. He deals with, he takes care of our home, other properties, the stores, and so on and so forth. So any questions about Keith or getting an inspection or asking some questions, you give him a call. Are you ready? It's 302-858-8629. Now that's 302-858-8629, integritypestsolutions.com on the web, and like them on Facebook too if you would. All right. Weller's is now officially been open a little bit. They tell me we're going to have a busy day. So Chuck said if anybody wants a trailer, get on in there and they'll take good care of you, okay? Somebody else that sponsors the show that everybody seems to love, I love them too, is Chick-fil-A. breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you may want or whatever you may need. Dine in, take out. You want to get a gift card. You want to get something to go, whether the line's real long or not, they move through people rather quickly. So if you want to check out a Chick-fil-A, they're everywhere. So check them out. Thank you to Chick-fil-A for sponsoring this show. And I just want to let you know also, I've been at Chick-fil-A for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and been very happy all the time. I've even hired them to, bring me some food to my store when I'm trying to prepare lunch for everybody or something like that. All right, what else is going on? We are sitting inside the Milford Diner. We're going to talk to Terri, Rosetta in a little while, I believe. I haven't seen her yet, but I believe she'll be here. So we're going to have a word with her, and then after her, we're going to go to Mike Lewis and chat some more. So that's where we're at. We're in the Milford Diner in Milford, Delaware. And like I say, next Saturday will be our last Saturday here. I can't believe it. We've been here a while, and that's what we do. We move around every so often. So if we go somewhere else, we'll be there for a little while, and then we like to move again. We have people say, we want you in Kent County, we want you in Sussex County. We've never went any further than that, Kent or Sussex, but lots of things going on. And if you have any questions, you ever want to be on the show, you ever want to buy advertising on the show, I'd love to talk to you. You hear me do these advertising segments, or you see the interviews we do, we have time for sale. So if you have any questions, if you ever want to be on, we would love to talk to you or chat with you, okay? All right, so one more sponsor segment. This is our friend Ryan Brower, and you hear me talk about him every week. It is Top Flight Heating and Air. I got to get up with him today. Ryan Brower, Top Flight Heating and Air. Any questions? If you have a heating problem, I'm sure he's been swamped lately. Now it's all lightened up. The weather is so wonky. One day it's freezing cold. One day it's 50, 60 degrees. So if you have a heater, you haven't had it serviced in a while, you want it to operate as efficiently as it can, he can help you with that. You got an air conditioning system that you just know is no good, and you want to plan for what you're going to do for this summer. There's never, there's no time like the present if you want to, plan for something like that. So if you have any questions, if you need a new system, if you need a maintenance agreement for $20 a month, he comes out twice a year and checks everything, whether it's heat or air, and lots of different things he offers. He's licensed, he's insured, he's got nice lettered vehicles, his people are in uniforms. You can schedule your appointment online. Like you could, right this minute, you could literally go on the web to calltopflight.com. Calltopflight.com. You can go right there right now, and you can say, you know what? I need a service call. I need somebody to come look at something, and you can schedule your appointment right now. So that way you can get on with your week. You don't have to wait till Monday to do it. You can schedule it right now. If you need 24/7 emergency service, they do offer that. But if you just want to schedule a normal appointment, just go to calltopflight.com. You can also learn a lot about them there at their website too. A lot of testimonials, reviews. He does a great job. Phone number, if you want to call on the phone, 302-329-8003. 329-8003. All right? Calltopflight.com. All right, everybody, we're sitting here in the Milford Diner. We have a nice group of people that have arrived today. There's Connie, and then there's Skip. How you two doing over there? So lots of different people. It's a busy morning. We're going to have some more time with a couple more guests before the show is over. And again, we are here today, and then we are here next Saturday, and then we are going to let the diner have this room back. In other words, we're going to give them a break is what we're going to do. But in the meantime, if you ever want to be on the show, just call me. Here's my phone number, 302-542-9157. It's that simple. You could text me or you could call me, okay? I just want to say that any questions, just feel free to give me a call, 302-542-9157, okay? The food is great. The diner is open today until 2. They're going to be open tomorrow from 7 to 2. And good food. All right? All right, I hear the music. Now, that music means I'm taking a break from Delaware 105.9. So if you're a Delaware 105.9 listener, switch over to Facebook right now to Jim Weller's Facebook page. I don't want you to miss anything. The show continues on. All right, so now for my 102.3 audience, I want to say thank you for tuning in over there in the Jersey Shore. And we're going to chat with Hunter Outten for just a minute or two. Hunter's got some big things going on, and we're going to talk about TV Delmarva. And what do you want to talk about, Hunter Outten?
Well, about the crazy change in the last 7 days that we've seen weather-wise.
Yes, and since you are in charge of the weather, can you continue this nice trend of weather for us?
Unfortunately, more rain is coming, though.
Let's take a picture over here. That is Linda, our official photographer. I've got her convinced that iPad's going to run out of film. I told her she could quit doing it when we're out of film.
Oh, yeah.
So, weather. Rain coming?
Yep, we got rain coming a little bit later on this evening, pretty much throughout the entire weekend yet again. So
Really?
tired of rain.
I'll tell you what, I was a little worried. I had some mud and it was starting to dry out.
Starting to dry out.
Right. So
well, with all the snow, that probably should have helped that out.
I know it.
I know,
So
just think, a week ago,
it was snowing.
It was snowing, yeah. We had 7 inches of snow. We weren't getting above 32. It was in the 20s. The wind was blowing. And then now yesterday, we were in the mid-70s.
Right. It was wonderful. Everybody's mood was better yesterday.
Yeah. Besides
Yep.
their allergies, because mine started in too.
Right. That's right. Yep. That freezing cold helps with allergies, doesn't it?
It does. I feel
Wow.
the best during the winter months than any other year.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spring is brutal for me.
So how's everything with you? You bought a new home.
Yeah, bought a new home.
How's that going?
It's going good. It's taking some time to get used to, especially from moving from the very busy coastal areas to further inland.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely getting used to, and I'm liking not dealing with the beach traffic anymore.
What? All right. So tell us about this weather thing you're doing nationwide.
Yeah, so
This is a big deal. I'm impressed.
So we have become an
Proud of you.
affiliate for Biz TV, which is a national network in major cities across the country, like in Los Angeles, Dallas,
Okay.
all across New Orleans, down in Florida.
So big cities like Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lincoln City. Okay, so you're going to be providing weather based on, like, how do you know what their weather's going to be like?
Well, luckily we have all the information and the maps to cover the entire nation. So
Really?
we've been kind of prepared for this for a while. It's just finally we're getting into the motion of doing it.
So if I said I'm going on a trip from here to here, you could kind of give me a possible forecast of what I'm going to run into.
Oh, yeah. Across the
Wow.
country, because a lot of people travel every single day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I do. I travel all the way from Lincoln to Bridgeville every day.
That's why,
So-
like, when people ask me for, like, specifically what's going on in Sussex County, but I also forecast for across the bay, since a lot of people do travel and work over that way every single day, so they want to know
okay.
what's going on over that way. So I cover a very wide area, not only here, but I guess now nationally.
So if Colin and I were going to take a flight from here to Cape May, New Jersey, I know it's a long flight. You could tell us how the weather's going to
Oh,
be.
yeah.
Okay. So I don't want to go through no storms.
What's your home base area? We do cover southern New Jersey.
Okay, southern New Jersey. Well, good. So how's everything else?
Everything's been going good. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening this spring, especially with my involvement with Virginia Space and NASA. We got a couple.
Tell us about
events.
Virginia Space and NASA.
So we have a lot of events coming up, especially we're doing one for the eclipse on April 8th.
They're having an eclipse?
Well, the entire United
Write
States
this
is
down.
yeah.
April 8th?
April 8th, yeah. They're
An
having
eclipse?
a big, huge event down in Wallops Island at the Virginia
Okay.
at the
Really?
the visitor center there in NASA Wallops Island. They're doing an event there, and plus they're launching 3 sounding rockets too at the same time.
During the eclipse?
During the eclipse, yeah. They're going to be
we
doing
need to go
testing
spend
for
the
that.
night down there, Denise.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
really good.
Are you going down?
I'm actually hopefully be traveling over to Texas for the totality for it.
What's that mean? What's totality mean?
When the moon completely covers the sun, so it will go dark in the middle
And you're
of the
going to
day.
be in Texas.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, okay.
I missed the one in 2017. Definitely not missing this one here because the next one in the United States is not until like 2048. So
Yeah.
it's
That's
long
a ways away.
time coming for that one.
Wow, okay. So you may be in Texas. That's
Yeah,
your,
I may be in
that's your
Texas.
hopes. Okay.
That's the plan. That's where the
So-
best weather
But we
is.
should be at
normally.
Wallops Island because they're going to be launching some rockets.
Yeah, because it's still going to be about 86% cover of the sun over our way, so it's still pretty decent. You will definitely notice a difference.
Hey, I have a question. I want to know, do you have a press pass that gets you somewhere on Wallops Island?
I have contacts for that, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
So, like, if I had an official press pass, would it help me get around better?
Usually.
Okay, usually. All right, well, I'm going to work on that. Okay?
Oh, yeah. It's fun. You should go to some of the launches down there. It's really
Well, I'm
cool.
going to.
It's an experience it's
Do I get to push the
unbelievable.
button?
No.
No?
I mean, I have sat in a seat where they do push the button for it.
Really?
So, yeah, in the command center, and also the abort button, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, what's the abort? That's pressed before they launch, right?
No, that is, if something goes wrong, they hit the button and blow up the rocket.
For real?
Yeah, it's only happened once there, and I
Really?
missed out the time that it was going to be.
And then it all just falls to the ground?
Yeah, it is a big fire explosion. It's huge.
Don't stand near the windows at that point.
No, 'cause you have to evacuate the island when that happens.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. 'Cause
All
it's- Well, you're thinking you have about hundreds and thousands of pounds of propellant that's on fire.
That's true.
Yeah, it's not
That's
a good
more
thing
than
when
10
that
gallons,
happens.
right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of gallons.
And I also have other events coming up in the May
Okay.
that I'll have to get with you for another thing because that's a nonprofit. that
Okay.
I'm doing.
Okay. Well, let me know.
Well, I'll let you.
You
go
got me
for
wanting
now.
to get my press pass in order now.
Yeah.
All right. All right. See you, Hunter. Thank you. All right. We're coming back on. Is Terri here, Denise? Terri Rosetta, the owner of the diner. All right. We need to see if she's going to join us. If not, we're going to move right along, everybody. So, is she coming? I'm not sure. I got my team working on it. Oh, is she? Are you doing it? I'm just checking with you. All right. So anyway, we're sitting right inside the Milford Diner is where we're at, actually, to be honest with you. So we got lots of things. Oh, I see who's coming. So anyway, I'm not sure who's coming. But anyway, I just want to say thank you to all the people that watch this show every week. I get comments. I don't even get many complaints. If you got a complaint, I can take it. If you got a complaint, I can take it. So if you got something you want me to do better, if you want me to part my hair in the middle or on the right or on the left, if there's something you want, I will take constructive criticism. In fact, I'm going to make it real easy. I'm going to give you my cell phone number, and you can just text me what you'd like me to do better. It's 302-542-9157. 302-542-9157. 302-542-9157 if you would like to give me any constructive criticism or feedback, if you'd ever like to be on the show, if you'd like to advertise on the show, we are ready. We are ready anytime. So no problem at all. We're going to get Sheriff Mike Lewis back on for a few more minutes. I got people texting me that want things. If you want, I can't talk about that sticker on here. But anyway, I got to watch what I talk about. I'm on 2 radio stations, and they compete with each other. So I have to be careful what I say and don't say. Okay, Sheriff Lewis, I got some more questions.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you met Donald Trump in Salisbury for the first time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Was he a nice guy?
He was an incredibly nice guy, and I've told so
Okay.
many people that. He was an incredibly nice guy, asked a lot of questions, asked about my family, asked about the agency. He said, he looked at me, he said, you do a job that I could never do. He said, I don't have the courage to do the job you do. He said that to me in front of our men standing right there together.
Really?
Absolutely.
This is a really odd question. Did you, by chance, get to tour the plane?
I did not.
I hear it has gold-plated seatbelt buckles, but I'm not sure.
I've heard the same thing, but
Okay.
I did not board the plane at all.
Okay.
I will tell you, I've been to Mar-a-Lago and
down in Florida.
Down in Florida. My wife
Okay.
and I were invited down.
To his place?
To his place, yes, sir, we
Oh,
were. Yes, sir. Got a call
okay.
on a Thursday night from his handlers. He didn't call me, but his
Really?
people called me. And my wife and
How'd
I.
that go?
And well, we had to leave the following week to go down, so it happened very quickly.
Wow.
It was incredible. His
You
place.
flew down?
We flew down. Yes, sir.
Okay.
It was an incredible place, absolutely gorgeous, breathtakingly gorgeous. You cannot imagine how beautiful everything. You talk about gold. Everything's plated in gold,
Really?
and silver.
The faucets
and
and-
it was an incredible event. There were actually 6 sheriffs from the nation invited down the same time I was. There were 6 of
Really?
us that went down.
Did you know any of the others?
I knew all of them.
Oh.
We happened to be
Oh,
the
wow.
same group that was invited to the White House pretty much under his administration. We were invited many times for DHS meetings,
Really?
and for different events at the White House. So yeah, it was quite an honor not only to be invited to the White House so many times under his administration, but I got to tell you, and I just made this comment to a group of Kansas sheriffs on Thursday. Since Donald Trump left office, not one of us has been invited back to the White House. Not one of us. And the group of sheriffs that used to go there all the time, we were truly getting the job done. We were working on a lot of issues concerning the border. And, of course, I've been to the border many times. The last time I was down at the border was the end of September, where we attended border school. As you well know, there are police officers from across the country that are going into Texas and are being put up in hotels by Governor Greg Abbott just to assist them down there with this border crisis. As you all know, Jim, this is not just a border crisis. This is a national security crisis that's taking place right now.
Because they're only at the border for a few minutes. After that,
absolutely,
they're somewhere else.
Yeah, what crosses that border today is in the backyard of Sussex County, Delaware tomorrow. You can rest assured they drive all night long. They are crossing that border, and within hours, they're right here on the Delmarva Peninsula. And we've seen a dramatic increase in the number of illegal immigration here in Wicomico County, not just Sussex County, Delaware.
What's the border look like? Like, is it just dirt bordering water?
It's completely filthy. They're discarding all their trash. All their garbage is being discarded on pristine ranches all up and down the U.S.-Mexico border. And some of the things people don't think about, for instance, I personally have met with many ranchers down there. I've toured their property via helicopter, and I've toured it via ATVs all over their property. And what really bothers them more than anything else is how these illegals are discarding all their trash on their property, and they're stealing anything that is gas operated that they can use to get deeper into the country. They're stealing their old farm trucks, they're stealing their ATVs, they're stealing their tractors, farm tractors. They're stealing anything they can get their hands on to move deeper into the United States. While they're doing that, they're discarding empty cans of sardines, empty tuna fish cans. Well, what happens is the cattle goes over, they smell the cans, they start licking them, they start trying to eat what's left in there, and they get the cans caught in their mouth and their teeth, and they can't drink. And they're finding their cattle dead everywhere because they've got bimetal cans stuck in their mouths, and they can no longer eat or drink anything.
Right, like how did this can get out in the middle of a field out in the middle
and
of nowhere?
And feces everywhere. Their cattle are wallowing in the feces, human feces, as they travel across their property because these animals are attracted to that. And they have had it. They feel like the United States of America has betrayed their own people, and they've turned their backs. They feel like the Biden administration has turned their backs on the American people. And it's very, very sad.
I would have never thought about the farmer.
Yeah, and no one thinks about that. These are guys who these are generational farmers. They've had their farms for generations and centuries, pristine property, gorgeous property, now completely overrun and ruined in their eyes, and in their words, not mine, ruined because of this illegal immigration problem that's totally been man-made since day one.
What's the solution?
Well, the solution, we got to secure the borders. Without secure borders, and think about this, I tell people all the time, without border security, there is no homeland security, period.
Right.
We've got to enforce the rule of law. We have laws that govern everything, but you can't come in the country illegally, unless under the Biden administration, of course. You can't come in the country illegally and expect to flourish as an American citizen and assimilate under our laws. We are a country of laws. Everybody knows that if you want to be an American, you want to come to the United States, and you truly want to live here, then there's a proper process by which to do it.
Right.
You don't cross the borders illegally. Talking with my Border Patrol agents while I was down there, Jim, they said we are no longer enforcement agents. We do nothing but process illegals every day, all day long. We've been relegated to do nothing but paperwork now. There is no enforcement action taking place on the border right now. Zero. I witnessed it firsthand.
How many people a day do you think are really coming across that border?
Well, I will tell you, they're estimating right now that since Biden took office, they estimate anywhere between 8 and 11 million. Talking to the Border Patrol agents, CBP, while I was down there, these are active agents currently working the border. They estimate it's well between 18 and 25 million people who have entered the country illegally. Only those who are coming through the points of entry are the ones who are going to be processed by the Biden administration. It says nothing about those that come across illegally. When I flew up and down the Rio Grande via helicopter and I saw all the green and color rafts that have been cut, once they reach the U.S. side, they cut the rafts. They try to sink them, but rubber doesn't sink. So they cut the rafts. So we saw all these empty rafts floating all up and down the Rio Grande. And the Texas troopers that were flying us up and down the Rio Grande told us they've already made it to the U.S. side and they cut the rafts. While we were there, we saw many illegals giving us the double-fisted middle fingers because they know that we can't touch them under the Biden administration now. Wow. It's very disheartening. And I'll tell you something else. Make no mistake about it. As I sat in border school and carefully took notes, every single illegal entering this country, every single one of them, 99.9% of them stay here. They aren't turned back at all. Wow. But those 99.9% are getting gift cards from the federal government anywhere between $3,100 and $5,200 apiece. Now, I'm not pulling those figures out of the air. Those figures were provided to me in border school down in McAllen, Texas, when I was being addressed and trained and educated by the United States Customs Border Patrol. Every single illegal, including children, were getting gift cards worth between $3,100 and $5,200 apiece, all American dollars. And they're being put on aircraft and being flown to cities all over the nation. Jim, when I finally flew out of McAllen, Texas, after being down there for several days, when I got to my gate to fly to Dallas-Fort Worth and from Dallas-Fort Worth back to BWI, when I got to my gate, Sheriff Joe Gamble of the Talbot County Sheriff's Office, he had flown down with me. We counted 16 readily identifiable illegals sitting at our gate, each one with a packet, a pink folder in their hands provided by the U.S. government. And 4 of those 16 were wearing ankle monitors.
Coming into
the United States and being flown to various cities throughout the country.
Wow.
This administration is 100% complicit. Secretary Mayorkas should be charged with treason for what he's done to our nation. They have turned their backs on the American people, and we haven't even started to pay the price as Americans that we're going to pay in the months and years to come.
Wow, this is monumental.
It's something, it's honestly, this is of biblical proportions. We have never seen anything this catastrophic for our nation. Yes, it's a humanitarian crisis, but more importantly, it's a national security crisis. You and I are proud Americans. This is going to affect the future of our children and our grandchildren.
And nobody's doing anything.
And they're doing it. They're doing it deliberately. This is a man-made disaster.
Wow. It's awful when you think about it.
It is awful.
It's awful for the people coming. It's awful for us. I never even thought about the farmers.
Yeah. The poor farmers, their hearts are, and I've got their names and numbers in my cell phone because every time I'm back down in Texas, I'm going again to Texas in April. Every time I'm down there, I reach out to them because it's truly heartbreaking what they're having to endure as generational Americans along our border because the Biden administration has turned their backs on them.
Wow. Now, you travel a lot.
I do.
You're a speaker.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so people have you come and speak to them.
Yes, sir.
Is it mainly law enforcement things?
It is mainly law enforcement. I speak on leadership, but it is mainly law enforcement. I spoke at the International Narcotics Canine Association this past Tuesday and Wednesday in Anaheim, California. I flew to Kansas City Wednesday night, and I spoke for the Kansas Sheriff's Association on leadership on Thursday for 4 hours.
Wow.
And then I flew home Thursday night.
So when you go speak to other police agencies and things like that, what's the spirit amongst the country? Like, is it hopeful, hopeless? How are people feeling in general in the law enforcement world?
You know, Jim, quite frankly, it's hopeless. Thank God we have cops who are not willing to give up. Thank God we have sheriffs down in Texas who are not willing to give up. But they do believe, like myself. I had one sheriff say to me the other day, I truly believe we're on a highway to hell right now.
Wow.
And it was so difficult to hear that. But and the reality is, in our world, under the Biden administration, we as police officers can have all the greatest intentions in the world. But we've got a government right now that is complicit in criminal activity. There's no one advocating for victims of crime right now. They're all advocating for criminals.
Right. Because they want the vote.
Absolutely, they want the vote. Well, that's precisely why this man-made disaster on our border right now is taking place. This administration is determined to change the voter landscape of America, and that's precisely what they're destined to do.
And if you were able to uphold the law and people got prosecuted and they became felons, they can't vote.
Exactly.
That's why they don't want anybody convicted as a felony.
Exactly.
Wow. Well, on a good note, it seems like there's still hope.
Oh, I'm not going to surrender. I'm not going to wave that white flag. And people say, well, this is your last year in office. I said, no, this is my last term in office. I still have
4 more years.
I still have just under 3 years left.
Okay.
Because I still have, because I was voted in 22. And I've had 5 consecutive 4-year terms. I've been very, very blessed. And it's going to be my job to identify a good person to succeed me. Mm-hmm. And I do believe there are going to be many good qualified applicants to take my position. But what I'm hearing everywhere I go, Jim, Mike, please make sure they have the same morals that you have and the strong beliefs that you have, conservative beliefs that you have, that we as Delmarvans have. You know, I'm a proud Delmarva resident, you're a proud Delmarva resident, and we want somebody who's going to fight and advocate for us.
Yes, and not be ashamed.
And not just for everything that you and I believe in, but for our Second Amendment right to bear arms, as you well know. You know, Maryland has introduced a law already, just came out this week, a bill that will make every concealed carry weapon permit holder obtain a $300,000 insurance policy. And believe me, it's going to pass. It will pass. You watch. We can fight it all day long. It doesn't matter what Mike Lewis thinks on the Delmarva Peninsula or what Jim Weller thinks, because it's what lawmakers in the Baltimore region. I've got great senators. I've got great delegates who fight for us every day. They fight for our beliefs every day. But
they're outnumbered.
Baltimore, we're outnumbered. Baltimore, Montgomery County, Prince George's County, and Howard County, they carry the votes.
And I can see the insurance industry lobbying for this.
100% they're going to lobby for it.
Everybody's got to buy that.
A $300,000 insurance carrier if you're going to carry a weapon.
Wow.
To protect yourself and your family. Imagine that.
Against the criminal.
Against the criminal. A thug who doesn't abide by any law, period.
Right.
Straight up thugs.
Wow. Just a couple questions. You're married?
I am married. Been happily married. Been with my wife for 42 years. Been married for 37 years.
Wow. How'd you meet?
Met in high school. She's my high school sweetheart.
Really?
You remember the old Salisbury Mall off Civic Avenue in Salisbury?
Yeah.
I worked at the B Green Warehouse Food Market as a stock clerk, then as a dairy manager, and then as an apprentice meat cutter. And on my lunch break, I would walk through the Salisbury Mall, and my wife worked at Bavarian Pretzel. They're outside of Sears and Roebuck Company. She worked at Bavarian Pretzel. And we met there and started dating and have been together ever since. She was my high school sweetheart.
Wow. And you got kids? Well,
two
you got a daughter.
Beautiful children. I have a 33-year-old son who is the director of operations for a food corporation started by a Marine down in St. Petersburg, Florida, called Semper Foods.
Really?
Yeah, and my daughter is 28. He's 33. My daughter's 28 years of age, and she is a school teacher down in Leesburg, Virginia.
Wow. And what does your wife do?
My wife is a registered nurse, and
really?
she now works for a high-risk pregnancy physician at Chesapeake Healthcare over in Wicomico County. Worked at Tidal Health, formerly PRMC, formerly PGH, for 28 years. And we both plan to retire in about 2.5 to 3 years.
Wow. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Jim.
You're
Proud of you, my
friend. In the world, you know what I mean?
Trying to. And listen, even though I'm going to retire, I'm not going to surrender. Trust me, I'll be busy doing something.
Okay. So, do you have Trump's cell phone number?
I have some contacts with Trump.
My dream, just so you know, is to have Trump here one day. Somewhere one day.
Well, guess what?
Interview.
Well,
So
I'm glad you shared that with me. Thank you for sharing that with me.
If he ever comes near, I would love to interview him or chat. Let him meet me. See how it goes.
As you well know, he's a great guy, and it's amazing how many times I've been around him, and he will not call me Mike. He calls me Sheriff.
Really?
Sheriff.
He was at Harrington one day, and a friend of mine we were riding all around on a golf cart over there, and we got close to the helicopter, but they were staring at us, and we were staring at them. We thought we better just leave this alone, you know. So anyway, I'm going to thank you for coming. So thank you for your service, for your friendship, and for all that you do for our community.
Thank you for your friendship, Jim.
Okay, thank
and
you.
I want to thank our listening audience, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. God bless them. God, please hang in there. We are not going to surrender. We're not going to wave that white flag. We're not going to give up on this country. Because right now this country needs good Americans that are going to fight for our beliefs.
Yep. Well, thank you.
Thank you, sir. God bless you.
All right, see you. Bye-bye. All right, Sheriff Mike Lewis, Wicomico County Sheriff. Always a good gentleman to meet. He brightens my day and encourages my spirit. So anyway, with that said, it's a heavy world out there, everybody. All right. Chris Callio? No. Frank Knotts? You got a word? It's up to you. If you want to mention any of your friends doing anything, it's okay with me. Oh, yes, you do. All right, we're going to take a picture here, Frank. All right, Frank Knotts. I forgot the name of your business.
Just Frank.
Just Frank.
Two words.
Helps out with, I guess, if somebody's watching or listening and they've got a gas-fired fireplace.
Any gas appliance service.
Any
repair.
gas appliance service.
And,
So.
a little like plumbing. I can fix water leaks and toilets and stuff. But
all right. So just
yeah,
a one-man band.
Yep. And
what you see is what you get.
I tell everybody, and I know you're great advertising, and you've offered this before, and
Right.
I work pretty primarily just from referrals
Yeah.
from folks like you.
Isn't that nice, though?
Well, you've given me work that
Yep.
way,
Yep.
and I feel like I get better customers that way, and they know, hopefully they feel, they trust that they're
Right.
getting good service that way.
Yeah.
So it's been good, and I tell everybody I'm semi-retired, just too much semi, not enough retired.
And I didn't know you live in Bridgeville. I don't know why I thought you lived in
Yeah,
Harrington.
I'm actually
so.
west of Bridge. I tell everyone, I'm about 3/4 of a mile from the state line, so I think I'm actually closer to Fettlesburg. I'm in
Okay.
Delaware, but I think I'm
Okay.
closer to Fettlesburg.
Did you ever learn? A long time ago, I learned how I can tell when I'm in Maryland.
Yeah, the
signs.
wood sign, the signposts become
wood.
4x4
Yeah.
wood posts. Yep.
Yep, and
also, the roads are clean in the wintertime.
Right to the Delaware line. All right.
No, I see that, and I'm not jumping on here to just beat on DOT or anything,
Right.
but there was, I think it was 2010, we had a series of snowstorms back to back to back, and I was working delivering propane still back then, and I was going out from Seaford to Reliance, and that's the state line, and
Okay.
literally I was in a cow path of two tracks
Okay.
with a couple wide spots if you met somebody. And I got to the Maryland line, and the pavement was completely clean, shoulder to shoulder,
Wow.
to the grass.
Wow.
And I'm thinking to myself, if Maryland can do that, and I know they have some different counties take more responsibility, but if Maryland can clean their roads like that, I did not understand why Delaware couldn't.
It's that sales tax.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, Maryland has a sales tax, so they get more money,
Well-
and Delaware don't have one.
Well, we do have one, but I think it's that the counties closer to the responsibility
Right.
are more responsive.
Right.
Then,
Right.
you know, like I can't, you know, you call DelDOT, you're talking to Delaware.
Right.
In Maryland, you're calling a county. So
Yeah.
it's a little closer.
Right.
It's a good model.
Wow.
Not just, I didn't want to come up here. I appreciate the time.
Well, anyway.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything else good?
Everything is good. I've been blessed in my life. I am
You have a
still-
daughter?
As far as I have a daughter, I have a great son-in-law who actually manages to spoil her more than
Her
her
dad
mother.
did?
Her mother and I did. Yes,
Wow.
actually. Yeah, I told him the day before the wedding. I said, "I've only got one.
Take good care of it.
I said, "You understand what I'm saying?" He said, "Yes, sir."
Yep.
And he has. I have no complaints about that young man.
Good job.
She did a good job picking him.
Well, good.
Yep.
Well, good.
So-
All right. I'll leave you be.
All
2
right.
minutes.
Thank
Okay.
you, Jim.
See you, Frank. Take care. All right, everybody. We're in the last 2 minutes of the show, so I want to say thanks a lot to everybody. The room is full. Kim, did you want to be on today? No. Just want to make sure. Didn't want to void that opportunity. So anyway, I just want to say thanks a lot to everybody for coming and hanging out with us. Pat and Snooki are here today. Sam and Sandy are here today. Mike Lewis, Sam. Steve Grossman is here today. Chris, Frank. I see Skip and Connie. I see Linda and Jim. I see Denny. And I see Kim. And I see Danita and Oscar. I almost had it wrong. I don't know what's wrong with me. Folks, we have a good time here. We're looking for a new home. We'd love it to be right in Milford if possible, but we've got a lot of choices and we just haven't made up our mind yet. So don't forget, mark your calendar for next Saturday to be here. It is our last Saturday here, and the next Saturday, which is the 10th, come down and celebrate with us as Robbie has his grand opening, the 40th year for the Sunrise Restaurant in Dewey Beach. That is on February 10th, okay, right before Valentine's Day, all right? All right, so with that said, I got a busy day planned. There is a monster truck show going on in Salisbury. I may go to that. I saw the Nanticoke, I forgot the name of it, but the amateur radio festival or gathering in Seaford today. I think that was about 1 o'clock. Wilson's Auction has a big sale today. It goes all day and into the evening. Beans Attic is in their final days. Tomorrow is the last day, the end of an era for Beans Attic. What a great couple and what a great place to go shop. It's right on Route 113 in Lincoln City, Delaware. Beans Attic, 60% off if you're paying with cash. That means $100 is going to cost you $40 today and tomorrow at Beans Attic. Other than that, I think that's about it. I want to say thanks a lot to all the people that watch this show. I've been giving out my cell phone number a lot. I've had a lot of text messages this morning. So if you want to text message me, please, 302-542-9157. 542-9157. If you ever want to be on the show, if you want to buy some advertising, if you want me to do the show at your place, text me. I'll get back to you sometime, okay? I'm only about 200 text messages behind. All right, I hear the music. Lawrence, thank you very much. Delaware 105.9. Have a good day. Have a good weekend, everybody. All right, so for my TV Delmarva and my Fine Day Radio audience, we got 10 seconds left, so I want to say thanks for tuning in the show. Have a good weekend. God bless you. Download the Fine Day Radio app. Goodbye.